Getting you ready for game time. Join me, Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball, as I announce play-by-play. Make sure to smash the like and subscribe, because now we're about to go live. Entering the pregame, we now present Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball.
And what's good, everyone? Welcome in, everybody. Happy Friday night here. And here we go. We got Game 6 tonight, the Eastern Conference semifinals. The New York Knicks up 3-2, and the Knicks looking for their first ever Eastern Conference Finals appearance since 2000. They can clinch that with a victory tonight. It's been the home team that's won every single game of this series so far. Indiana looking to see if they can bounce back, force a game number 7, which would take place on Sunday. The Knicks looking for their first conference finals appearance in 24 years. If you're new in the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe here, everybody, for this matchup. This game is taking place in Indiana, Gainbridge Fieldhouse, where the Pacers have already won twice this playoffs. They're 5-0. At home in the playoffs in their home court, 2-0 in this series. They took game number 3 and game number 4 at home. The Knicks won game 1, game 2, and game 5 to go up 3-2 in the series. What's good, everybody? Daniel, Virgilio, Angel, Ren, Jeff on the stream. Glad to have you guys all back in here on the channel. And the Knicks shredded the Pacers in the last game. Final score is 121-89. Or 121-91 on Tuesday. Indiana had won the game previous against that the last time they played in their home floor. That was 121-89 in game 4 on Sunday. This has been just really just up and down roller coaster of a series lately, and both of these teams seesaws at how they've been performing home and away in this playoffs. The Pacers perfect at home at 5-0, looking to stay perfect tonight in an elimination game for them. Yesterday, the T-Wolves beat the Nuggets to force a Game 7, and the Pacers looking to do the same. But on the road, Indiana's just 1-5. This is a big game at home where they're perfect, though, for them. And the Knicks been the opposite from how they've been on the road compared to at home. 5-1 at home, but tonight they're at Indiana, where they're just 2-3 on the road for New York this playoffs. Hey, what's good? Jason, Allen, Tyson Meets in the stream. Welcome in for this matchup here. Really promising sign for the Knicks, though, is that for them, the extra day of rest benefits New York. They still got 6 players listed out for this game, so no OG Anunoby. So he has been listed out once again due to the hamstring injury now for 3 straight games. Julius Randle, Mitchell Robinson, Bojan Bogdanovic, Dwayne Washington Jr., and Charlie Brown Jr. all listed out tonight in this matchup for the Knicks. So they still got 6 players listed out. Of course, the winner of this series will take on the Celtics. That series will start off on Tuesday in the Eastern Conference Finals. Celtics getting a significant amount of rest before they start the Eastern Conference Finals. For the Pacers here, they're gonna have to see if somebody can slow down Jalen Brunson, and they just have not been able to have success in that lately. Jalen Brunson's been going off in this series. In the 3 wins at home, Jalen Brunson's averaging almost 39 points per game. That's on over 54% shooting from the floor, but on the road, he has struggled in the 2 road losses in Game 3 and Game 4. He's averaging just 22 points per game, 37% shooting from the floor, only 18% from 3, and 62.5% at the free throw line for Brunson. So he has struggled on the road. The Pacers, these guys just turned it up a notch on their home court for Indiana, where they struggle as a team on the road. Tyrese Halliburton going to have to be aggressive tonight in this matchup and lead his team if they want to be able to force a Game 7. Halliburton is 1-5 in the playoffs when he has struggled with not being aggressive enough. They have 3 out of the 5 playoff losses have come when he's attempted single-digit shots for Tyrese Halliburton. He's coming off just a 13-point game of 5 for 9 shooting, so the last game a prime example of it for Halliburton. That's, you got your star player for the Pacers, and he's going to have to go off and help out his team, and he was unaggressive during the last game, and looking to see if he can channel that aggressiveness today in this matchup here. What's good, Mr. Smiley, Uncle Pizzle on the stream? Welcome in. Thanks all for joining in tonight, being a part here of the channel. And Jalen Brunson, the first player since MJ to have 5 40-point games in the playoffs, winning an 8-game playoff stretch so far for Jalen Brunson. Incredible in the first series against Philadelphia, and he has poured in the points here in this series, coming off 44 points in the last game for Brunson. He had 43 in game number 4, the game previous to game 5 as well. Yep, Celtics getting significant amount of rest. Porzingis possibly could return for Boston. So last check, NBA Countdown announced that Porzingis will be out for Game 1 and 2 for the Celtics, but they're looking for the possibility for Porzingis to return later on in the Eastern Conference Finals for Porzingis to come back healthy. If you guys are new to the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. We're going to tip off in around 10 to 11 minutes from now, approximately. We will tip off from now. Yeah, Mr. Top's been doing pretty well here, so big shout out by Uncle Pizzle. Off to my tortoise, Mr. Tops. He's been pretty well. Isaiah Hardenstein, just a monster on the glass in the last game. He had 17 rebounds. 12 of those included offensive rebounds. I like the Pacers tonight to force a Game 7. So I do have the Knicks winning the series, but I do like the Pacers to force the Game 7 tonight. Indiana comes in as a 5.5-point favorite on the line. All comes down to rebounding here for Indiana. They were horrific on the glass in the last game. The 2 victories for the Pacers, they're plus 10 in rebounds, 94 to 84. 3 losses in the series for the Pacers. They are negative 42 on the glass, 137 to 95 in favor of New York on rebounds. So they're going to have to make that rebound margin much, much closer than what it was in the last game, which was just an insane clip. It wasn't even close. I think it was like 52 to 29 in the last game, the rebounds in favor of New York. And also the crazy part about it was because the offensive rebounds were 20 to 5 in the last game, where there were 17 rebounds by Hardenstein alone. 12 of those were offensive rebounds out of the 20. The insane stat here was that New York had a plus 29 shot margin advantage for the Knicks in the last game. They went 47 for 101 from the floor shooting, and they completely wore down the Pacers on the glass. They limited the Pacers, the number 1 team in field goal shooting attempts, to shoot 31 for 72 from the floor. So New York took 101 total shots. Indiana took 72. That is unheard of. Just New York quadrupled Indiana on the glass in the last game. It was wild. It was so lopsided the last game. What's good, Mr. Fulton on the street? Welcome in. That is awesome. So He's got a special announcement for tomorrow, looks like. He's going to be in the spring games for the Special Olympics. They're going to be running the 100-meter dash for his 25th gold medal this week, and that's awesome. Best of luck there in the 100-meter dash there, bud. That's great. So going for his 25th gold medal, that's incredible, man. Best of luck there. That rebound margin definitely needs to be much closer if the Pacers want to stand a chance in this matchup. And also, it starts off with a defense, something that Indiana's really struggled upon this year. Bottom of the NBA in points allowed per game. They are the top offense, though, and it's because they constantly push the ball up and down the floor for Indiana. But when their defense has struggled, they have yet to win a game in the series. They're 0-3 when they've given up 121 points or greater. They're 2-0 when they've allowed the Knicks to score 106 or less in this series. And Indiana, in my opinion, I think that they are the deeper team. New York struggling with injuries, the players playing heavy minutes, though that extra day of rest they last played on Tuesday, that certainly helps out the Knicks coming into this game here. But a little bit of a snapshot, I was looking over splits between a lot of the key players in the series, between home and away splits, and seeing how they were doing in the postseason, and there's a big difference between a lot of these players here. Tyrese Halliburton's averaging just under 23 points per game at home. He's only averaging 15 points per game on the road. That's almost an 8-point per game differential that Halliburton's better, much better in his home floor than he is on the road. And that shot attempt also is differently. He is averaging around 19 shots per game on the road in the postseason for Halliburton, where he's only averaging around 10 shots per game at visiting arenas in the postseason for Tyrese Halliburton. So that is massive right there. And what I talked about in the pregame is that he's definitely going to have to be much more aggressive for Tyrese Halliburton to guide his team to victory tonight. But so is the case as Miles Turner tonight. He's going to have a great game as well for Indiana. He's averaging 19.4 points per game at home. He's only averaging around 16 on the road for him. So that's a +3 points per game differential that he's playing better on his home floor than he is on the road. And Obi Toppin off the bench, averaging around 13 points per game on his home floor, only averaging around 10.7 on the road for him. So he's been much better as well. A 2.3 increase for points per game for Obi Toppin, but specifically, it all comes down to Tyrese Halliburton, how he plays tonight, because Jalen Brunson, looking at his home and away splits, he has been a constant. He has actually been better on the road than he has been at home in this playoffs, which is insane. Jalen Brunson averaging 33.7 points per game at home. He's averaging 34.2 points per game on the road for Jalen Brunson. So he's been constant just throughout the course of this playoffs for Jalen Brunson. He did struggle in the 2 road games against Indiana, but when he was playing at Philadelphia in the first round, he was going off in that series for multiple 40-plus point games. But it all comes down to the production of these two guys tonight, I feel like, for the Knicks. If they're going to win this game and advance over to the Eastern Conference Finals, Josh Hart, Isaiah Hartenstein, those two guys have to have a big night alongside Brunson. And Josh Hart, he's averaging around 10.4 points per game on the road for him. That is number 5 in the team. He is up to the number 2 scorer in road games for him, averaging above 20 for him. So Josh Hart struggling on the road, excellent at home in the playoffs, and he'll have to have a big game tonight. He's been a double-double machine in the playoffs. The other guy's Hartenstein. Hartenstein's just been a matchup nightmare for the Pacers to defend on the glass in this series, just crashing the glass all over the place. He's averaging 9 and 6 on the road, where he's averaging 10 and 9.5 for points and rebounds at home. Tonight is a road game for the Knicks for this one. What's good? Edith on the stream, welcome back in. Thanks for joining in. Charlize, welcome back in tonight for this one. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. We will tip off in around 3 to 4 minutes from now. Approximately, we will get started. So this is a ESPN game, so that's why they tip off like 15 minutes past the bottom of the hour. TNT tips off like 4 to 7 minutes past the bottom of the hour, but after this is all 8 o'clock start times and greater, I believe, for the rest of the NBA games. So there's no more 7 o'clock Eastern time starts. That they're going to do it in the middle. So all the start times are around 8 or 8:30 for the rest of the playoffs. Quick reminder, I'll be off tomorrow. Got my girlfriend's graduation up in the Boston area, so I'll be over there throughout the day tomorrow night. So no stream tomorrow, and I hope to be back on Sunday for Game 7. If there's 2 Game 7s, I'll stream both of the Game 7s. I would imagine 3:30 and 8 would be the 2 times I know for sure. There's definitely going to be a 3:30 game, so that's one thing for sure. It all depends if there's going to be 1 Game 7 or 2 Game 7s. That will be happening on Sunday. Hey, thanks so much, Charlize. I really appreciate it. Yeah, really busy weekend. There's like a gazillion different colleges in Boston. So, really, really busy weekend up in the Boston area with college graduations, because there's so many different colleges up in that area, and all of them have graduations at different venues all at once. Indiana tonight comes in as a 5.5-point favorite, and they are perfect, 5-0 in their home floor in the entire playoffs. Knicks on the road, they are 2-3 in the road in playoff games, 5-1 at the Madison Square Garden. This game's taking place at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. 1 week ago, the Pacers saved their season. Andrew Nembhard was bricking shot after shot after shot. He was the hero. He hit the game winner 1 week ago. Flashback to that game. That was game number 3 in the series. The Pacers won by 5, 111-106. This might be one of these types of games once again tonight. That was an unbelievable game. It looked like the Pacers were going to lose that game. They would have already been eliminated right now from the playoffs if they hadn't taken that game in that Game 3 victory. What's good, boy? Out in the stream. Welcome back in. Thanks for joining in from the Philippines. Full jam-packed yellow out for this matchup tonight, taking place in Indiana. Jimmy, what's good here, man? About to tip off in just a moment. If you guys are new to the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. So we're going to tip off here in just a moment. Wow, there's a... I was going to say, that is Madison Square Garden. They got all the Knicks fans watching on the television screen or over the big board at the Madison Square Garden, because they switched cameras for a moment. I was like, wow, there's a sea of blue uniforms in this arena, but no, they showed the Madison Square Garden video shot. So this is what we got tonight for the starting lineups. 6 players listed out tonight for the Knicks. Starting 5, Jalen Brunson, Miles McBride, Dante DiVincenzo, Josh Hart, and Isaiah Hartenstein, the starting 5 for New York. They got 6 players listed out, which include OG Anunoby once again for a 3rd straight game, Julius Randle, Mitchell Robinson, Bohan Bogdanovic, Charlie Brown Jr., and Dwayne Washington Jr. Starting 5 for Indiana, Tyrese Halliburton, Andrew Nembhard, Aaron Nesmith, Pascal Siakam, and Miles Turner. Right to left on the floor for Indiana, left to right for New York as we are underway, and Indiana controls the opening tip. First possession, attacking quickly to the rim, no good, missed off the glass by Siakam as it goes to New York. New York looks to push tempo. That pass got flung behind, resulting in a turnover. Siakam off the steal. They got a 3-on-2. Nembhard outside into the hands to Halliburton. Nesmith back over to Halliburton. Halliburton, top of the key. Cross-court pass into the hands here to Siakam. Bounce pass. Here's a 3 straight away. Nesmith, no good. Missed off the back rim. Offensive rebound, collects it. I like the Pacers tonight. My prediction by 7, 117, 110. There's a 3 splash from the perimeter to lead things off for Indiana. Tyrese Halliburton knows that he has to be aggressive in order to keep this series alive, in order to do so right there. As he actually skip past it outside on the assist. It was over to Nesmith, who just was able to, that was Halliburton who was able to bury the 3 off of the Nesmith rebound. So Halliburton was the one who got it. Here's a skip pass right corner. Outside Halliburton once again, missed a wide open 3, tipped around out of bounds. Last touched off of Turner. Yeah, this is right now going completely into the style of Indiana. Push, 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 right for the opening tip. What's good, Jimmy, Mario, Ron, Daniel? Thanks for joining in here from Guatemala. on the stream today for this one. New York crosses midcourt. Miles McBride sends it off to Brunson. Brunson's averaging over 38 points per game in the playoffs. Off to McBride, dribbles up free throw circle. 15-footer wide open. Couldn't send it down. Around the rim and out to rebound controlled by Turner. Pacers with possession. 10.5 left to go in the first. Nembhard attacks inside the paint. Goes back door. Up and off the backboard. He scores. Good for 2. 5-zip Indiana. Great start here for the Pacers, looking to force that Game 7 and getting out to an excellent start. Right now, Brunson, tough bucket. Going coast to coast as he lays it up. It bounced around the rim, dropped in. Bradley, what's good here, man? Welcome back in. 2 minutes into action, Pacers with the ball. Nembhard rises for the jumper at the elbow. No good off the back rim, tipped by Hardenstein to Brunson for the defensive rebounds. Brunson up the floor finds Hart. Hart bumped into and fouled by Turner. So the clock will stop with 9:54. Hey, what's good from Portugal on the stream? Jose Carlos in the channel. Welcome in. Hit us up in the chat. Who you guys like to win tonight for this game here? Pacers or Knicks? Feel free to type it into the chat. And that poll is basically like right now almost even. At the beginning of the game here, we got Knicks 51 percentage points. Indiana 49% for the pull. Brunson, runner, off the rim, drops in. It's good for 2. Jalen Brunson with all 4 so far for the Knicks. Just an incredible playoffs that he has had, as that's a bullet down low. Halliburton with an assist off the Siakam, wide open, scores up and in off the glass. New York's going to play their style. They slow down the possession. McBride. Edge of the midcourt logo. He's defended top of the key here by Halliburton. 9:20 left to go in the first. Sends it off to Hardenstein around the perimeter. Hardenstein dribbles towards his left. Hand off to McBride. McBride at the top. A wide open 3 straight away. Swoosh. It's a tie game. 7 even. Pacers with possession. Nesmith attacking inside the paint. Shovel over to Siakam. They move it around. Ball fake. Nembhard steps up. Open jumper. Deep 2. No good. Rejected off the glass. Offensive rebound controlled by Nesmith. If you're a Pacers fan, you gotta love the fight that they're showing right now on the glass. Nembhard inside the paint. Floats it up. He scores. Up and through. Around the rim. He gets the bucket and the Pacers take the 2-point lead. 9-7. Much better game so far to glass compared to the last game. 3-0 offensive rebounds in favor of Indiana. They were down at 20-5 in offensive rebounds in favor of New York in the last game. Brunson, nasty crossover, couldn't convert on the 3, went around the rim and out to rebound control for the Pacers here. Halliburton swings it off to the wing. Nesmith dribbles up, had it deflected out of his hands, turns it over. They got numbers 3-on-2 for New York. DiVincenzo, first 3 of the game, laced off the back iron, no good. Rebound secure for Indiana. Pacers by 2 here. Siakam drives inside the paint. Siakam turnaround. That's a tough shot. No good. Great defense by Hardenstein contesting it. And New York off the long rebound. McBride out to the corner. Brunson sends it across the floor. DiVincenzo once again in the 3. Couldn't convert. Ripped away by Turner. For the defensive board, Siakam attacks inside the paint. Euro steps, slithers right past Brunson. Couldn't get it to go. He missed from point-blank range. Out of control in the motion. DiVincenzo kick to the corner. Brunson outside off the Hart. Bounce pass underneath Bunny. Off the floater. It's good for 2 for DiVincenzo. 9-9. Somebody able to start to get in the shot so far. 7.5 left to go in the first. This pace favoring Indiana to begin this game. Nesmith moves it outside, up fake. Nembhard, clear pathway. Nembhard right to the rim, and he scores up and in off the glass. Good for 2. That is uncharacteristic New York Knicks defense like. A wide open layup downhill to the rim by Nembhard. Brunson dribbles out to the left corner. He's guarded by Siakam. Circles around the perimeter. Brunson jacks up the 3 at the left wing. Missed off the mark. Nobody even got a touch on that possession. And this is a go-and-go game here with both of these teams flying up the floor. Siakam off the turnaround. They will not give him the bucket, though. So this will stop the clock with 6:58. He got fouled, but it will not be an and-one opportunity. What's good, Alex in the stream? Welcome in. Thanks for joining in, man. So, yeah, so if there's a Game 7, this series would be in the afternoon at 3:30. I'm not exactly sure the time for the Nuggets versus T-Wolves for Game 7. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it would be 8 p.m. If the Pacers win tonight, I believe it's 8 p.m. And my reasoning for that is because 2 years ago, I'm like a human clock. 2 years ago, I remember covering 2 Game 7s 2 years ago. One of them was at 3:30 on ABC in the afternoon. I believe the other one was on TNT from 2 years ago. And that game was the game that the Dallas Mavericks destroyed the Phoenix Suns. And we have the generational lifetime meme from Luka staring right next to Devin Booker, smiling, looking at him smiling up at his face in that game. It got so bad, I believe the score is 58-28 or something of that similarity at halftime. It was so bad. Like that game was a joke. I remember DeAndre Ayton, he was terrible in that game. And a lot of us at that time realized that, yeah, this dude was just in for the bag for him. He didn't even care about winning or anything. And yeah, that I remember that was a straight up 8 o'clock p.m. tip for a Game 7. Pringle, what's good? Welcome in. I got the Pacers tonight in this game. I predict by 7, 117-110. Joe, welcome in here. He's liking the Pacers as well for this matchup. Christian, glad to have you on the stream here. Daniel, Ryan, welcome back in. Yup. Yeah, CP3. That was the Suns team a year after they went all the way to the finals. And I remember the next day, the talk was about how the window had closed on that Suns team when they got destroyed by Dallas 2 years ago. Oh, wow, that's awesome. So May 30th here for Joe. Larry Bird's coming to Indiana and going to speak at one of the museums they have. Magic Johnson coming as well, and couple other big names. That's great there. LaPing in the stream, welcome in. Yeah, Jalen Brunson's been incredible in this entire playoffs. I was looking at his home and away splits. He's actually playing better on the road for his scoring numbers than he is at home. His home scoring numbers are around 33 points per game in this entire playoffs. He's averaging 34 on the road. Now, the majority of those road points came against Philadelphia. He has struggled in the 2 road games in this series. He's only averaging 22, where he's averaging around 38 in the home games in this series. But against Philly, and the games that took place at the Wells Fargo Center, he was going off for, like, massive 40-plus point games in those series matchups. Really like what the Pacers have shown on the glass right now. This is... If they keep it up, it's looking like it's going to be a Game 7. They were horrendous in the glass in the last game. They got quadrupled on the offensive glass 20-5. Tonight, they lead the offensive number 3-0. Miles Turner attacking downhill right to the rim. Soars up and, oh my goodness, he soars up with a right-handed jam and one coming up with a free throw line as well. Holy cannoli, Miles Turner shooting right out of the cannon. Contested by Hardenstein from the side. Boom. Shoves the door with a right-hand jam. Oh my goodness. That's a highlight reel all in itself there. 13-9. The free throw missed off the front rim. Josh Hart committed a loose ball foul. Him and Siakam crashed next to each other together. And that is insane. Miles Turner. Holy smokes, that sends the message tonight to the Knicks. That's a message that there's going to be a Game 7. Keep it up for the Pacers. There's going to be 2 games being played on Sunday. I like the Nuggets to beat the Knicks. That was just an anomaly last night for Denver. They had some really good looks for them. I heard via Twitter, somebody put on Twitter that they had at least 43 points that they could have accounted for open looks that they couldn't make. They just had a terrible shooting performance yesterday. They could not buy a bucket. Here's a 3 straight away. McBride delivers. 13-12. He has been really solid lately for Miles McBride. He got his first start of the playoffs in the last game. And he finished with 18 points. He's got 6 now, making 2 threes. Siakam backs his way, spin move. Inside the key, Siakam right over Achua, scores up and around the rim, good for 2. Josh Hart right now, out towards the bench. He's played a couple 48-minute games, especially early on in the series. McBride, once again, catching fire. Red hot and a laser from downtown as he sinks it, 15 even. Perfect 3 for 3, 9 on the 15 through Miles McBride. Neesmith missed the 3 around the rim and out to rebound controlled by DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo on the floor with Hardenstein, Brunson, McBride, and Precious Achua. Skip pass, right corner. Achua will try a corner 3, no good. Bricked off the back heel. Rebound secured by Nembhard. Nembhard inside, attacking down low to the paint. Missed off the mark. Siakam collects the offensive rebound, though. Over to Neesmith. Neesmith lost it, though. Results in a turnover. Knicks with possession. 15 even, attacking down low. Taking it the distance. Miles McBride with a right-hand figure roll scores for the layup. 17-15 for New York. McBride with 11 out of the 15. Inside the starting 5. Top of the key, Nembhard. Entry, pass down low. Mismatch. Siakam goes up. Siakam gets fouled by DiVincenzo. Caballo on the stream. Welcome in. Thanks for joining in tonight. Liking the Pacers for this game. Josh Hart back at the scorer's table. Getting ready to check in once again for New York. But incredible display of basketball here so far by Miles McBride. Just out hustling everybody else to begin this game so far. Two shots at the free throw line for Siakam. First one is good. Offensive rebounds, massive key for Indiana so far. 3-1 on the glass. Much better compared to the last game. They got out-rebounded 20-5 on the offensive glass. Indiana leads the NBA in field goal shooting attempts this season. They shot just 71 total shots in the last, 72 total shots in the last game. So 72 attempted shots for Indiana in Game 5. New York attempted 101. I've never seen a game like that before where the shot margin is just like lopsided as far as it was in that last game. They split the free throws at the line. Josh Hart's played the most minutes out of anybody since the start of the new year. 2,278 minutes entering tonight's game for Josh Hart, leading the NBA most minutes played this season. Jalen Brunson at the top here. Drives downhill at the rim. Brunson no good. Hardenstein tried to clean it up. Couldn't do so. Good box out by the Pacers as they had 2 back quickly. Brunson, corner 3, missed off the mark. Another offensive rebound. DiVincenzo a 3. He sinks it. That is the same exact spot where he drilled the 3 against Philadelphia to win on that epic 8-zip rally, trailing by 5. Pacers able to get a 2 down low, quick up the floor. 20-18 right now. Josh Hart, top of the free throw circle. Sends it off to the left wing into the hands of DiVincenzo. 4:15 left to go in the first. DiVincenzo, spin move, high off the glass, gutted a drop, up and in, off the backboard over Nembhard for the bucket. 4-point lead. TJ McConnell on the floor currently in place of Halliburton. Entry pass down low, off the Toppin. Toppin looking for his first pair of points tonight as he got a poke loose out of his hands out of bounds. Obi Toppin's averaging 13 points per game in home games in the playoffs. He's only averaging around 10 in the road games. Nembhard checks out. Ben Shepherd comes in. And TJ McConnell had a lot of success defending Jalen Brunson in the Game 3 victory for Indiana. That's the last time that Indiana played at home. That was Game 4. The Game 4 victory for Indiana. Toppin, dribble drive right down the lane inside, and he smashes it with a left-hand jam. 2-point game, 22-20. This has been an electric game. A couple massive slam dunks by the Pacers in particular so far. Brunson, bounce pass off the roll down. Hart got it stripped. Lost it on the hardwood. Gets tied up. No, referees will not say a tie-up. Able to move it off to the corner, and DiVincenzo buries the 3. 5-point lead. Wow, that's a resilient possession. DiVincenzo up to 10 right now after the first couple threes couldn't go. A skip pass to the corner. Toppin's pass got broken up out of bounds. That last possession, I thought for sure Josh Hart was going to get tied up at the low block. Incredible resiliency. It looks like Halliburton was about to tie him up, but Hart was able to get it out to the corner off a pass where wide open was DiVincenzo when he buried the triple. 10 points by DiVincenzo, the top scorer for New York. Pacers with the possession, moving it around the perimeter. Halliburton, 3 minutes left to go in the first. Off to McConnell. McConnell dribbles up, floats in the leaner, no good. Around the rim and out. And the rebound gets controlled here by New York. Brunson at the left wing, largest lead of the game by the Knicks, up by 5. He's defended by Toppin. Brunson drives on Toppin, swings it on top over to Hart. Hart taking on Shepard, lobs it out left wing perimeter. Miles McBride having a big game for him tonight. Baseline dribble, swings it down low to the cutter. Hot tamale though. Couldn't field it properly, in and off the fingertips of Hart, results in a turnover. That's a big momentum changer in the game right now, and we have a timeout taken on the floor. This is the first timeout of the night, as the Pacers will burn one, trailing by 5. Last game, Indiana was down they burned all their timeouts except one, with still 18-plus minutes left to go. And this game went almost 10 minutes total without a single timeout. So we're in a timeout slide for the first time tonight. If you're new on the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell if you'd like to keep on coming back for future live streams here on the channel. It's been basically 2 players tonight for the Knicks, combining for 21 total points out of the 25. Miles McBride, he's got 11. Dante DiVincenzo with 10. Josh Hart, so far yet to score, same as Hardenstein. Hardenstein's been limited to 2 rebounds. Jalen Brunson right now has got 4 at the moment. Brunson's struggling. He's just 2 for 7 from the floor. And we'll see if the Pacers with Rick Carlisle keep on playing TJ McConnell. TJ McConnell had a lot of success in the Game 4 matchup, locking up Jalen Brunson when he was out on the floor. But Jalen Brunson just propelling off of his home fans whenever he plays at the Garden for Jalen Brunson. But on the road, in this series particular, he has struggled. He wasn't like this against Philadelphia on the road. He was going off in that series in road games. But for Jalen Brunson, he's averaging 22 points per game in the 2 road losses and just 37% shooting. The 2 home games, he's averaging 38.6 points per game on 54% shooting. And right now he's struggling to start off tonight for Brunson. So Brunson just 2 for 7, 0 for 3 from 3, and only 4 points. So hasn't been able to find his shot so far. Pacers led with more balance tonight. Indiana has 6 different scores so far. 6 points by Nembhard. He was the hero 1 week ago. He's a big reason why the Pacers are still playing right now. He had a tie game at 106. 15 seconds left. He buries a monster 3. And they win the game, go on a 5-zip run and close it out. And win 111 to 106 a week ago. That was a huge Game 3 win for Indiana. 6 points by Nembhard, 5 by Siakam. Halliburton's got 3. 4 assists by Halliburton. He's only attempted 2 shots so far. And then 2 by Turner. Halliburton's going to have to start attempting shots. They're down. They're down right now because 2 players have burned the Pacers. And they were, for the most part, leading this first quarter, but now they're trailing by 5. So 25-20 right now, as we're about to get back to action in just a moment. Indiana, usually they're pounding the threes. They're only 1 for 4 right now from 3. New York's got the stroke tonight, 5 for 12 to begin this game from 3-point range. And Miles McBride and Dante DiVincenzo taking advantage of their opportunities. If the Knicks win this one, it will be their first ever Eastern Conference Finals appearance since 2000 for them. Miles McBride was inserted inside the starting 5. That started in the last game, so on Tuesday was his first start for the postseason. He really took advantage of his opportunities doing so tonight. 5-point game right now. Pacers with possession. 2.5 left to go in the first quarter. Ben Shepard on the floor with Obi Toppin, Pascal Siakam. Andrew Nemhard and TJ McConnell. McConnell circles around. Left baseline dribble. McConnell no good. Couldn't finish. Siakam got it stripped. Went up. Siakam got it back though, and Siakam scored up and through. Good for 2. 25-22 now. New York with possession. Brunson's on the floor with Achua. DiVincenzo, Josh Hart, Miles McBride. Brunson, bounce pass off the roll down to Achua. Achua, no good from point-blank range. Got fouled, though. So Siakam picks up the shooting foul. Pressures Achua will shoot 2 at the free throw line. Something just does not look right for Siakam, I believe, with his shoe. I believe his shoe is untied. After he made the putback shot for Siakam, he tried to go down and untie his shoe, but the Knicks realized that, so they inbounded it cleanly. And then off the roll down here by Achua, he took complete advantage of Siakam. So Siakam had to release his shoes once again. Ooh, a little bit of contact there by Achua with his foot into the front foot of Siakam's foot. Good to see both of the players are okay right now as Achua will shoot 2 at the free throw line. First one no good, missed rim short. They're going to get some rim protection right now in this game. Number 22, Isaiah Jackson from Kentucky checks on the floor right now. And Pascal Siakam will check out. So Siakam with a foul checks out of this game. Second free throw missed. Toppin collects the defensive rebound. So Achua goes empty that trip at the free throw line, 0 for 2. Ben Shepherd at the right corner. Shepherd lobs it off to Jackson. Sends it into the hands of McConnell. McConnell dribble drive right down the lane. He scores up and in off the backboard. Good for 2 by TJ. We get a 1-point game now, 25-24. That's just a clear pathway. The second time in this game that the Knicks just have collapsed defensively. Once again, you don't see New York leaving the gaps open down the middle off dribble drive penetration. They've done it twice in this game. DiVincenzo off the spin, received the pass. DiVincenzo no good. A tip in, though, for 2 by Achua. And that's what the Pacers have to become aware of. You got to box out in the glass. This Knicks team is just so scrappy down low. At one point, Indiana was 3-0, leading the rebound total. It's now tied 5-5. Jackson soars up with a right hand. He soars to the rim, and he scores. Good for 2. 27-26. Final minute left to go in the first. 22-8 points in the paint in favor of the Pacers. The Pacers have only made 1 3 this entire first quarter. Hart, bounce pass off the roll down. Achua picks it up. Achua over Toppin, scores off the glass, up and in. Got the buckets. Trading baskets with one another right now. McConnell swings it across the floor off to Obi Toppin. Toppin at the right wing. Has a lot of space. Takes the 3. Makes the 3 from downtown. Bang, bang by Obi Toppin. Precious Achua caught napping as he allowed Obi Toppin to take a wide open 3 late on the closeout as he tried to close out from the free throw circle out to the right wing perimeter. McConnell crashes into Brunson, and McConnell collects the reach-in foul. That will send Brunson to the free throw line in the bonus. Mushroom Merchant, welcome back in. Thanks for joining in here, bud. Mushroom Merchant liking the Pacers in 7. Feel free to hit us up in the chat. Who you guys like to win this game, win this series? Feel free to type it in. Pacers or Knicks. We got over 200 plus watching right now, knocking on the doorstep at 300. Brunson will have 2 free throws. It's a little bit more time in the clock, actually. 23.6 seconds left to go in the first. The first free throw is no good and missed off the rim short. Josh Hart right now being attended to by the medical staff as they're checking out his belly area right now for Josh Hart, as one of the medical trainers is trying to stretch out his belly area for Hart, but he's back on the floor. He's averaging 44 minutes almost per game this season. That is top 3 in the NBA in minutes per game. He's played the most minutes out of anybody since the start of the new year on January 1st. Second free throw is good at the line for Brunson. Brunson's only shooting 62.5% at the free throw line on the road in the playoffs. 15 seconds left to go. Pacers with possession. Halliburton back on the floor. Halliburton at the left wing. Halliburton with an opening. Laces up the 3. Tyrese Halliburton, no good. Bricked off the back rim. Hart with a rebound. His pass deflected. Intercepted. McConnell. Half-court shot at the buzzer. Oh, it was close, but it couldn't make it in. TJ with a strand just well wide right by McConnell. That looked closer than it seemed from the press box angle right there that they're shooting from the camera for ESPN. 30-29 at the end of the first quarter. Knicks up by 1 as we close out the end of the first. You can see both of these teams just fighting so hard tonight. They know how much this game means. Indiana, an elimination game, looking to force the Game 7 to play on Sunday. New York, looking to do it in 6 tonight. They're hungry for their first ever Eastern Conference Finals in a 24-year span for New York. Know how Stephen A is going to be tonight if that does happen. Holy smokes. Indiana's got a lot of good balance so far. Nobody's been able to go off. That's been the issue so far this game. 7 points by Pascal Siakam, 6 points by Andrew Nembhard, 5 off the bench by Toppin, 4 by McConnell, 3 by Halliburton. Halliburton's only 1 for 3 shooting for him so far. That needs to change if Indiana wants to win this game. Over on the other side, New York. 2 players basically. 11 points by Miles McBride, 10 points by Dante DiVincenzo. Jalen Brunson with just 5, and he's missed 5 shots on 2 for 7 shooting, 0 for 3 from 3. And then Josh Hart's got nothing. And those guys have to be huge, and right now they're not huge in this game. Yeah, Brunson's averaging 38 points per game in the series. He's averaging 34 points per game in the entire playoffs and road games, but he's been limited specifically in the series to 22 on the road. Josh Hart's averaging 10 points per game in road games in the playoffs. He's averaging 20 at home, and not looking so hot right now for those two in this game. I don't think DiVincenzo and McBride can do it for a 4-quarter span. That's the thing for New York, is that Indiana's got a lot more balance. Eventually, this run and gun type of offense that the Pacers had is just gonna weigh you down, since Indiana keeps on playing their style. Even though they did trail throughout the entire second part of the first quarter, they're still very well dictating their style out there. It's just basically like almost all the buckets for Indiana have been through 2s and not 3s. And those 3s right now are the reason why the Knicks are winning this game. 5 for 12 from the perimeter by New York, just 2 for 7 from 3 for Indiana. Indiana's going right to the rim. And there's been 2 times that I can count in that first quarter that New York, uncharacteristically defensively, gave up 2 open layups. That's usually not them inside a paint giving up open layups with dribble drive lanes that's just completely open and no backside help at the rim to protect the rim. 22-10 right now, points in the paint in favor of Indiana. Now is a category where they get smoked on in the last game for them. So this is a much better response for the Pacers tonight. Pacers 13 rebounds, Knicks 13 rebounds. Pacers plus 4 in total shots. 28 attempted shots for the Pacers, 24 attempted shots for the Knicks. That's also another key, because the Pacers were minus 29 in total shots in the last game for the number 1 team in shot attempts in the NBA. We start off now the second quarter. Left to right on the floor. Alec Burks, first time in the court tonight. Number 18, had 18 points in the last game off the bench. Brunson at the top, guarded by Isaiah Jackson, top of the key. Brunson, one-on-one, working on Jackson. Brunson, crossover, drives on Jackson, has a step, blocked by Jackson off the backboard. Knicks come up with a basketball, and it results in a shot clock violation as Isaiah Jackson stuffs Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson now is just 2 for 8 shooting from the floor. That's the rim protection that you need. Isaiah Jackson comes into the game for a reason. And Josh Hart hobbled with an apparent injury around the belly area as well, but playing in this game currently. As we saw a replay of that deflected pass up in the air, turnover committed by the Pacers. Burks out of the pack. Burks went up and Burks got fouled. What's good, Yomar Kwame? Arandio on the stream. Welcome in here, everybody. Tonight, Alec Burks will shoot 2 free throws in the line for New York. Two shots coming up here by Alec Burks. They've been able to find a couple key players in the rotation recently and stepped up their game. Alec Burks, one of those players as of recently, getting a lot more playing time out there. Precious Achiuwa been key defensively And also Miles McBride inserted inside the starting five, and he's made a massive impact since he's done so. First free throw missed, no good by Burks. Second free throw was good. 2-point lead now for New York. Mario, welcome back in, man. Thanks for joining in here, brother. Start to the second quarter. New York's just 2 for 6 on free throws. Pacers are only 1 for 3. Pacers lead points in the paint 22-10. McConnell dribbles up, drives baseline, swings it out to the top. Nesmith up fake. Nesmith dribbles up, 15-footer straight away, goes down for 2. 31 even now. Brunson at the wing working on McConnell. We'll see if McConnell can start to lock up Brunson. Brunson has a step past him, though. Brunson downhill. It floats him a wild shot met at the rim with backside help with a Pacers defense, and the Pacers forced a miss. Corner three, Nesmith off the back rim, no good. Burks collects the defensive rebound. Tie game at 31. Under 10.5 left to go before halftime. Burks with an opening. Burks soars up, no good. Late contest by Nesmith, not clean though. And the referees rolled a shooting foul. So 2 shots coming up here at the free throw line for Alec Burks once again, where he split the free throws. What's good, Jonah on the stream? Welcome back in. Things going pretty well, man. Knicks up in the poll currently 60-40 at the moment. First one is good by Alec Burks. Jalen Brunson now is going to substitute out of the game currently, so there's nothing going on offensively for Jalen Brunson tonight. He's yet to find any groove. 2 for 9 shooting. Isaiah Jackson with a monster block a couple minutes ago in this game, and that size and length really posing a big issue for Jalen Brunson so far tonight on the road. 2-point lead after the Burks made free throws. Jackson at the left elbow sends it off to McConnell. Floats up the shot, low block. McConnell bounces in. Has a step past DiVincenzo off the dribble. We're tied again, 33 even. This has the makings to be a great game tonight. Indiana, if they're making their threes, they will be running away with this game much more. They've only made 2 threes tonight. The Knicks have made 5 at this point. Burks, high off the rim, no good. Missed the floater. Here goes Indiana. Outlet pass ahead of the pack. Obi Toppin, box office, throws it down with a right-handed flush. Nobody is able to sprint back and get back defensively for New York. Nobody able to get back defensively for the Knicks, and Obi Toppin on the full court outlet received it and made the defense pay. By Motovlog in the stream, welcome in. Thanks for joining in here. We're going to have a timeout taken on the floor by New York. Obi Toppin bringing the energy back into the Pacers arena tonight. The former New York Knick. It was a rebound by Ben Shepherd, who shoveled it ahead over the top and behind the defense. And Indiana up by 2. Good response for the Pacers right back, looking to force that Game 7, which would take place on Sunday. What a game so far tonight. We're down to 9:48 left to go before half. Indiana has, in my eyes, what I'm watching currently, it looks like they're controlling more of the pace and the style of this game right now. It's just those 3-point shots have been saving the Knicks. Those threes are outweighing the twos, and that's the reason why the Knicks have hung in this game right now, is that the Pacers are just 2 for 8 from 3-point range. The Knicks are 5 for 12 from 3-point range, but the Pacers just stockpiling points in the paint right now. 24-10 points in the paint at this moment for the Pacers, and much better game on the glass for them here. 15 even on the rebounds between these two teams. Pacers plus 5 in shot attempts. 32 shot attempts to 27 shot attempts for New York. Yup, Uncle Pizzle said here at the beginning, told me that it's Obi Toppin's night, and big dunk by him coming off the bench, getting the crowd into it. He's got 7 points off the bench. Pacers bench coming back to order tonight in this game. 15 total bench points, 7 by Toppin, 6 by McConnell, 2 by Jackson so far. And the Knicks have 7. So the Pacers have played 9 different players. The Knicks have played just 7 different players so far. Achiuwa's got 4, Burks has 3. So it's 15-7 in favor of the Pacers bench right now. Pacers, in my opinion, is the much deeper team compared to these minutes. I think this series is going to be just like that Cleveland-Orlando series, where the home team wins every single game. Yeah, I took the Pacers in this one. Pacers have played significantly better at home than they have on the road. They're still perfect at home in the playoffs. They're 5-0 in home games. Just nobody tonight has been able to... Well, you need a key player to go off. And when I mean a key player, I mean Jalen Brunson. Josh Hart's been really good in these playoffs. And Miles McBride and Josh Hart, those are the top two scorers right now for New York at this stage of the game. That's not a good sign because that was an anomaly that DiVincenzo a couple of games ago had 38. A playoff career high for him. That's probably not going to happen again. McBride has had some big games this year, but I don't know if you can count on him to have 30. I mean, that 35, 40-plus game, that belongs to Brunson, which Brunson has got locked up so far and has missed 7 shots, has scored 5 points for him. And Josh Hart's got nothing either. Josh Hart looked like he got injured early on in this game. Took a shot to the belly area as he had a trainer. Yeah, he did take a shot to the belly area and a rebound trying to box out Siakam early on in this game, trying to battle for free throws. And Josh Hart means so much to this Knicks squad. He's averaging the 3rd most minutes per game in the entire NBA this season by a single player. He's number 1 since January 1st in most minutes per game this season. Back to action, Alec Burks, top of the key, trailing by 2, shot clock's down to 3. Takes a tough shot, no good, top of the key, missed off the mark. Toppin collects the defensive rebound. Sarita, welcome in, thanks for joining in. Toppin circles around the perimeter. Toppin shovels off to McConnell. It's McConnell, Toppin, Ben Shepherd, Andrew Nembhard, and Isaiah Jackson, the 5 on the floor. McConnell, no good, looking for the foul call. A lot of contact there, but couldn't put it into the hoop. Hart swings it down low off to Hardenstein. Forces up a tough shot, no good. Excellent defense by Toppin. Couldn't get the rebound, though. Hardenstein's second chance off the glass. That time gets followed by Toppin. So 2 free throws here coming up at the line for Isaiah Hardenstein. And that assist total now for the Pacers, they're at 13 assists tonight. They've moved the ball well. 13 assists on 16 made field goals. The Knicks tonight, just 6 total assists on 12 made field goals. 2 free throws here by Hardenstein. First one's good. Hardenstein's averaging 9 and 8 for points and rebounds in this entire playoffs, which is crazy to imagine because he had a 17 rebound game during the last game. We're tied. 35-35 under 9 minutes left to go before halftime. Turner tried to hand it off to Halliburton, intercepted by McBride. McBride takes the distance, and he scores with a right-hand finger roll. This man tonight is looking to send the Knicks to the Eastern Conference Finals. If he can put up a big game by an unlikely hero, it would be Miles McBride. This dude is constantly hustling on the floor, and it's paying dividends right now. Jumper, mid-range, connects on it. It's good for 2 by Pascal Siakam. 37-37 as we trade buckets with one another. Siakam up to 9 points currently. DiVincenzo swings it out to the right elbow. Jumper by McBride. Takes the 2. Makes the 2 for the deep 2 at the right elbow. Wow. 15 points by Miles McBride on 6 for 7 shooting. It looks like him and Jalen Brunson have completely reversed roles with one another. Nice shovel pass by Halliburton. Off the roll down over to Siakam. Scores up and in off the glass. 39 even right now as they've attacked the paint throughout this entire course of the game. McBride kick to the corner. Into the hands to Burks. 7:45 left to go in the second. Moves it off to the free throw circle. Hardenstein floats up the runner over. Turner gutted a drop. Good for 2. Back and forth we go. 7.5 minutes left to go before half. Halliburton at the free throw circle. Passes out to the right wing. Nembhard Into the hands to Halliburton. He's guarded by Hartenstein. If he wants it, he will look for it. Step back three in the air. Halliburton over Hartenstein. Bang, bang. He sizzles the triple. 1 point advantage for Indiana. Tyrese Halliburton with a major three. 6 points now for Halliburton. That's only his 4th attempted shot of the game, but he's made 2-3. Spin cycle. DiVincenzo. Wow. Good to go and one at the free throw line. That was nasty. We got some high-quality basketball going on here recently. Dribble handoff from Hartenstein. DiVincenzo turns the corner. Viper. Right to the rim. Off a Category 5 Hurricane. Off the spin move. And he cashed it home off the glass. Missed shot as it came up short on the free throw. 1 point advantage for the Knicks. DiVincenzo's got 12. DiVincenzo and McBride's playing out of their minds right now. Siakam, pivot, gets past Hart, got baseline, and he scores up and in for 2. 44-43, back and forth we go. If you're new in the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. What a game here, folks. Josh Hart has it at the edge of the midcourt logo, sends it off to Hartenstein, hands it off to McBride. McBride off the screen set by Hartenstein. McBride dribbles up at the baseline. Outside to Hartenstein. Hartenstein moves on top. Josh Hart, open three straight away. Right down the chute, delivers. Bang a bang at a laser by Josh Hart with a triple. 46-44, 6:10 left to go before half. Halliburton drives, slices the feathers. Oh, that is nifty. Tyrese Halliburton right to the cup as he goes and scores up and in off the backboard. Good for 2. That was sick. Under 6 minutes left to go before half. This has been excellent basketball. Both of these teams have been going through. Kick to the corner. Hart on the three. No good. Around the rim and out. Hartenstein offensive rebound. Alec Burks an open three. No good. Halfway down. Around the rim and out. Rebound secure for Indiana by Siakam. Siakam at the right wing. Siakam working on Hart one-on-one. Backs his way to the mid-block. Siakam fake the fall away outside Nesmith into the hands to Siakam. Siakam out to Nesmith again. Top of the key. Nesmith dribbles, drives right down the lane inside with a left-hand layup. Scores up and in off the glass as he makes the basket. 48-46. And a timeout taken by the Knicks. 34-16. Points in the paint for Indiana tonight. This is some excellent basketball going on right now. Degree of difficulty to these shots. These guys are making tough shot after tough shot. More so, it's been like reverse hand layups. These have been tough shots that they're making. A couple of them have been fall-away jumpers. One of them was off a spin, but these two teams know for sure how to finish at the rim tonight. And we've got it constantly within the last like 3+ minutes. Wow. Both of these teams doing a great job doing it. 5:15 left to go before half. Pacers by 2, 48-46 right now. Emma, welcome back in. Thanks for joining in there, brother. Ying in the stream, welcome in. Feel free to hit us up in the chat. Who you guys like to win this game tonight here? Knicks or Pacers? Knicks leading in the poll currently 62% to 38%. Yeah, best of luck tomorrow there for Mr. Fulton on the 100-meter dash. Looking for another gold medal. Really best of luck to you tomorrow there, man. Wow, from Madagascar in the street. Welcome in. Got a large audience here coming from all over. Hit us up in the chat if you guys would like to. Feel free. Put where you're watching from out here. We got a lot of people out from the Philippines usually coming into the stream. I believe you're the first one from Madagascar that's come in. Wow, we get some serious reach here in the channel. Madagascar. Yeah, we had somebody a couple years ago come in from like an island nation. I think it was Bimini that he came from. A lot of people all over the place that we've had. Yeah, we had one from Guatemala, I remember earlier on. But usually it's Philippines, Trinidad and Tobago, Brazil. A lot of those island nations over in Latin America or South Pacific get a lot of buzz for a lot of these streams too. I get the Celtics against the Nuggets for my NBA Finals predictions. So Eastern Conference Finals, I got Celtics winning against the Knicks and then Nuggets winning against the Mavs. Back to action now. 5:15 left to go before halftime. It's a 2-point game. This has been an excellent game so far throughout the course of the night. 1 week ago, the Pacers closed out Game 3 with a victory last Friday, winning by 5, 111-106. Andrew Nembhard, the hero in that game, made the game-winning 3 with 15 seconds left. Missed shot off the front rim by Brunson. He is really struggling now, 2 for 10 shooting. Halliburton swings it on top. Miles Turner with a 3. Laser beam down the cylinders. He rips it through with a 3-ball. 51-46. You know it's going to be a great game when Miles Turner takes threes and makes them at their home arenas. 10 for 12 shooting this quarter for the Pacers. Knicks have shot the ball pretty well, but just struggling to keep up right now. 4.5 left to go in the second. Hardenstein, top of the key. Hand off to Josh Hart. Hart dribbles towards the left wing. Drives at the low block. Forces up a tough shot. Gutted to go though. Around the rim and in. It's good for 2 for Hart. So now Josh Hart finally hits the scoreboard tonight for him. He is now up to 5 points. He made a 3 previous to that. That's his first 2. Neesmith at the wing. Drives into Hardenstein. Passes off the roll down. And Turner going up. He gets fouled. The clock will stop with 4:04. French Guiana, welcome in for Jonel back in the stream. El Salvador for Victor. Wow. A lot of different countries out here on the channel. That's awesome. I remember we had somebody out from Suriname a couple years ago. All over the place. We had Chile quite a bit on these streams. First one's good by Miles Turner. Yeah, we've had them from all over. Vanuatu, Sri Lanka. Incredible reach that we've had on these streams. Second free throw is good. 53-48 now. Miles Turner up to 7 total points. 2 for 3 shooting for him tonight. He's got the touch so far. Despite only attempting 3 shots, got the touch so far. And if he can be open around the perimeter and take his threes and make them like he did, I think it was the game 3 where he went off in the series. Brunson, no good. Missed another layup, trying to weave his way between the defense. He is well off tonight for Brunson. Nembhard sends it off to Siakam. Fires the fastball out to the top to Nembhard. Nembhard, top of the free throw circle. Bounce pass inside the key off the pivot. Siakam puts it up and he scores. It's good for 2. Good footwork fundamentals right there by Pascal Siakam off the pivot step. 7-point lead for the Pacers. Largest lead in the game right now. DiVincenzo at the right wing. Slides it off to the corner into the hands to Hart. 3:15 left to go before half. Passes out to the right wing. McBride towards his left around the perimeter. McBride, stutter step. Drives on Halliburton. Lost it. That's a turnover. And Indiana with a chance to up their lead right now. Just above 3 minutes left to go before half as they force the 5th turnover of the night committed by New York. Pacers by 7. Looking to build upon this. 3 minutes even. Pacers have made their last 8 shots from the floor. They are red hot. Halliburton circles around, dribbles back out to the perimeter. Gamebridge Fieldhouse logo. Moves it across the floor off to Nembhard. Passes over to Siakam. Watch out to the cutting Miles Turner. Soars up and he throws it down with a right-handed flush. This is a 13-2 run by the Pacers in the last 3.5 minutes. And this will result in a timeout taken in the floor by New York. Miles Turner playing on another planet in this game. That's now 2 gigantic slam dunks That is excellent ball movement by Indiana. Siakam off to the cutting Turner. Nobody picked up Turner. And watch out. Just a freight train down the lane. If I did not know who that was, actually this is no timeout committed by New York just yet. New York shooting free throws. There was a quick inbound foul picked up charge to Indiana. And New York's in the bonus with Brunson, and Brunson bricked the first free throw. If I did not know who that was, I thought that is very Giannis-like right there. How Miles Turner finished with that slam. Just so explosive, cutting to the hoop like a freight train down the lane. Oh, man. Brunson's second free throw, no good. He's struggling on the road in this series. These fans, all docked up in yellow, really got Jalen Brunson just bejumbled and all out of sorts, struggling to find a hoop. Top of the key, Nembhard slides it off to his right. Turner elevates for the J, took the three, bricked off the back rim, and Achua collects the defensive rebounds. Yeah, hope so, Victor. I'm a Celtics fan, by the way. Hart at the right wing. Hart's defended by Halliburton. Pacers +2 in the glass, 21-19. Bounce pass Brunson inside the key. Runner came off the rim short off his bummed foot. Rebound tapped over to Halliburton for the defensive rebound. Halliburton, ball fake out to the corner. Siakam swings it off to Halliburton. 2 minutes left to go here. Pacers looking to up this lead by double digits. Halliburton, top of the key towards his left, guarded by Brunson, and we get a foul. It's away from the basketball. Picked up, charged in New York. And Jalen Brunson tonight, just really rough game for him. 2 for 12 shooting. Everything is missing short. Yeah, that's crazy. Number 1 golfer in the PGA Tour and got arrested this morning. Just crazy. What happened when I heard about that this morning. Missed 3 by Siakam off the back rim. Offensive rebound. Nesmith puts it up and he scores. Good for 2. 59-48 Pacers. Aaron Nesmith had 12 rebounds in the Game 4 victory and the last time the Pacers won on their home floor against the Knicks. That was a major offensive rebound just a moment ago. Brunson, 2 for 12. Runner, make it 2 for 13. Came off the rim short. Battle for the rebound. Offensive board goes back to Achua. Off to McBride. Missed off the glass. Rebound ripped away by Nembhard. Minute 10 left to go here. Pacers with possession. Pacers by 11. Halliburton, top of the key ball fake. Gets it outside to Nembhard. Nembhard dribbles up. Kick to the corner. Open 3 Siakam. No good off the back rim. He was wide open. The rebound gets controlled by New York. Here goes Achua. Euro step attacks. Achua lost it, but it was last touched according to the refs out of bounds by the Pacers. Statement start right now for Indiana in this game. 53.6 seconds left to play before half, and the Pacers up by 11 right now. New York really struggling with Brunson. Brunson just 5 points on 2 for 13 shooting. Brunson, top of the key. Moves it out to the wing to Hart. Brunson a little tough off of that move right there. Looks like was a little gingerly off of one of those moves at the top. Missed 3 by Hart. Indiana with the final 30 seconds. Halliburton drives, working on McBride. Skip pass, right wing, extra pass, top of the key, up fake. Watch out, Turner going up. Turner gets fouled. And this will be 2 shots now in the bonus at the free throw line. Miles Turner once again was looking to posterize another Knick. Looking to take these Knicks out one by one, searching for his next victim of a poster dunk. Just an incredible tenacity and intensity that he has played with tonight, with force, sending a big-time message to the opponent. First one's good. Yeah, Pacers have won every single game in the playoffs that they played at home. Second free throw is good. (61-48), part of a 17-2 run in the last 6+ minutes. Knicks with possession. Brunson Just not been his half. Brunson dribbles up, drives inside the key. Brunson lost it out of bounds. Referees rolled out. Last touch by Indiana, though. So 4.7 seconds left to go. Brunson will be the inbound passer. 4.7 seconds left to go before half as he'll be defended by Nembhard. Here at the baseline underneath the Knicks hoop. Bounce pass, right corner, DiVincenzo bobbled it, got it back, takes a contested three, and he sinks it right over Ben Shepherd. That's a massive three for New York by DiVincenzo. 1.2 seconds. Toppin, McConnell, half-court shot at the buzzer, and he hit it. No, they're not going to count it. So TJ McConnell drilled the three from the half-court logo. It will not be counted, though. As we go into halftime, his three-point shot was too late. The Knicks looking to check, though. Knicks looking to check to see if McConnell made this three as the referees waved it off. They said that it did not go, but TJ McConnell from midcourt just made the three. Let's see here. Toppin, inbound, McConnell. Oh! Whoa. Did that clock start correctly? Looks like they're going into halftime. Okay, so they're going into halftime right now. It looked like it went from 0.6 and it zapped to 0. Like I didn't even see a 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5 on the clock. It went straight from 0.6 and it zapped to 0. What it looked like in the replay. But either way, it would have been late on the half-court shot by McConnell anyway. It looked like clearly it was late either way. So we go into halftime. It's actually 61-51 right now as we go into halftime. So 61-51 is a Pacers 10-point lead as we enter half. Yeah, I don't believe so, actually, for the Miles Turner dunk on Tristan Thompson. So 10-point advantage going into half here for the Pacers. Man, Miles Turner playing with just so much force. Incredibly explosive tonight at the rim. We're showing the replay right here, cutting to the hoop on the pass by Siakam and throwing it down like a freight train out of his way. A lot of balance so far for Indiana. If you guys are new to the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell here if you guys would like to be notified for future live streams. Two players basically keeping the Knicks hanging in right now. 15 points by Miles McBride. Perfect 3 for 3 from 3. And then DiVincenzo made that corner jumper. Yeah, I thought it was a 3. That's why they docked it down to a 2 for him. So that's where the 52 got bounced out to the 51 going to half. 15 by DiVincenzo going to half. He's made 3 threes as well. Jalen Brunson's just got shut down tonight, not looking like himself in these playoffs. 5 points by Brunson, struggling with the length of the Pacers in this game. Pacers are really turning up much better defensively tonight, and it's been defense and rebounding that's been the helpful keys that's won them the 2 victories that they won at home. And this has just been like one of those series matchups where it's one team is so much better than they are at home than on the road. And the same thing as well for the Knicks, that the Knicks are so much better at home than they are on the road. And right now the Pacers are a really good home team. 5-0 in the playoffs at home and leading by 10, controlling this entire game right now. So Jalen Brunson struggling on the road, averaging just 22 points per game in this road series compared to averaging 38 at home, and right now he's struggling, just 5 points for him. Josh Hart's averaging 20 points at home, averaging 10 points in the road. He's midway to those 10 points right now. He's got 5 at halftime. So those 2 guys are really struggling. Hardenstein with just 4 rebounds. That's another key as well for the Pacers. that they've been able to limit Hardenstein in the glass. He was a monster. He had 17 in the last game for rebounds. And this has been a good balanced act tonight for the Pacers here. They got 8 different scores. And those 8 scores, 7 of those guys ranging between 6 to 15 points on the scoreboard for 7 of those 8 players. They lead bench points 15 to 7 right now. 15 points by Pascal Siakam. Also leads the team with 6 rebounds. 11 points by Miles Turner. He has set the tone early in this game. 2 massive explosive dunks by Turner. 8 points by Halliburton in the first half. He had 6 assists, though, for Halliburton. Yeah, that's about 40 minutes south of me. So I work at the radio station, and the one of the hosts that hosts in the morning, that's what he talks about all day. Is he goes over that trial for his 2-hour show every single day, nonstop. So he's talked about it every single day for months now. Yeah, I'm going up that way tomorrow, actually. So I actually went to college like 5 minutes north of Canton, where I went to college. I'll see all the people driving by tomorrow, though, over on they're on the I-95 overpass that they have all their signs out. Yeah, massive case going on there. So, interesting story is that the lady, her name's Karen, that's has the court case there. She used to live in the bordering town of mine where she grew up, and then she moved to another town. Yeah, just a absolutely huge trial. Crazy. We've got people that's giving us business cards about freeing the protesters that we see up on the I-95 Neponset Street overpass, about trying to free that person specifically to make sure that she didn't commit any of those crimes. It's massive case. Yeah, it's huge. I saw that on Court TV yesterday when I was at the station. Like, multiple national media outlets keep on covering it. It's been, because I watch a lot of like the local news before I wake up, like usually like 10-15 minutes before I go to work, and every single day it's basically on there. Like that case, the one that's in that was out of Canton. That case is up there, alongside with another famous case that's making some headlines, the Nicholas Alaverdian case, which I guess the guy committed crimes in Rhode Island, Mass, and also in Utah, and then they found him under a fake name in Scotland, going by Arthur Knight in Scotland, and he refuses that his name is Nicholas Alaverdi, and it's quite interesting, that whole case that's going on. All right, so right now we're just at halftime, and Indiana's been able to control this game. It was back and forth, all the way to like the upper 40s, and then Indiana just took a monster run and closed it out, went into halftime. They went on, I believe it was like a 17-2 run at one point. Yes, so I get the Celtics to win it all for my prediction, but we'll see what happens. Yes, I plan on being back on Sunday covering Nuggets against T-Wolves. And then if this one goes to a Game 7, I'm hoping to be back on Sunday as well for this stream. So I'm hoping to cover 2 games on Sunday. I'll be out tomorrow, so there'll be no stream tomorrow for Thunder against Mavs. I actually haven't had a chance to cover either the Thunder or the Mavs yet in the entire playoffs. They played at some odd times because I get up usually at like 6 every morning, so I'm on East Coast time for myself. So after usually the early game finishes up, I always go to bed, and I do catch like the first and second quarter of most of the games for like the late game. But then by the time it's like 11 o'clock, that's when I usually get to bed on weeknights. Tomorrow's gonna be really early for me. I have to get up at like 5. My girlfriend's got a graduation tomorrow that starts at 9:30. So I'm gonna have to get up real early tomorrow. Yeah, it was a 17-5 run to close out the first half. It was 17-2, and then DiVincenzo made that shot with a couple seconds left to go before the buzzer. Yeah, if you guys hear any background noise, I'm gonna have to blow out my laptop sometime, take it outside, blow it out with one of those air guns or something, because the fan accumulates dust in it when I use it a lot. Yeah, thanks so much, Sarita. Appreciate it. So this game, if there is a Game 7, this will be the first game on Sunday, which would be 3:30 p.m. on Sunday. I'm not entirely sure when the Nuggets against T-Wolves game would be, but I believe it's going to be at 8 p.m. on Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the only reason I wouldn't cover the Nuggets T-Wolves game is if for some reason the networks put the game on at like 10:30 or something like that on Sunday, which I don't think they would, because you want to get the entire audience out there to be able to watch these games. I mean, that would be just a disgrace there for the East Coast audience if that ever happens. I believe it's going to be around 8 o'clock. It's still TBD. Okay, yeah, so somebody puts out on Reddit 8 p.m. on TNT. That's what I thought so. And this Pacers-Knicks game would be the first game at 3:30 on ABC. Yeah, that's what I completely thought, because flashback to like 2 years ago when Phoenix took on Dallas in a Game 7 in the conference semis, and Dallas destroyed Phoenix that game. That was an 8 o'clock start time. We had 2 Game 7s, I believe, that day. Yeah, and if the Knicks are able to come back and win this game, it would be 3:30 on ABC. So there would just be one game, and it would be in the middle of the afternoon on Sunday. All right, 61-51, about to start off the third quarter here in just a moment. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, or ring the notification bell if you guys would like to be notified here for future live streams in the channel. Jalen Brunson will shoot a technical free throw to begin the third quarter, so this is interesting here. Brunson at the free throw line, swishes the free throw. It's a much indeed confidence booster for Brunson. Now the score is 61-52. So that's how we start off the third quarter. A technical free throw. Andrew Nembhard called on the technical to begin the third quarter. Not sure where that happened. I'm not entirely sure, but if it was my best guess, it must have happened at the end when the shot missed. Or the shot was actually made from midcourt, but it wasn't ruled good because it was after the buzzer by McConnell. Brunson just laid it up and in. That's a quick 3 points to begin this third quarter for Jalen Brunson. Jumper, mid-range, missed off the mark, no good by Siakam. Rebound controlled by New York right now. DiVincenzo is on the floor with Hartenstein, Hart, McBride, and Brunson. DiVincenzo sends it off to McBride. It's been those two players, the top 2 players in the game so far. McBride, backdoor cut, lays it up and in with a left-hand layup as he slips past Siakam to the cup. And that's a quick timeout taken by Indiana. A 10-point lead just like that has evaporated to 5. 5-0 run in a 38-second span for the Knicks to begin the third. So we go to a quick, out of the quickest timeouts that I have seen in quite a bit of time. Vegas, what's good? Welcome back in here, man. 61-56. Now this is getting to be a ball game. going to see when that technical foul was actually called, because there was, like, no discussion about that going into half. And Nebhard was called a technical foul. It was on the last play of the first half, away from the basketball. So TJ McConnell buried a 3 at the buzzer from the midcourt logo, but it didn't count. And well away from the basketball in the near side corner of the backcourt was Nembhard and DiVincenzo, like, pushing and shoving each other. And Nembhard was called a technical at the end of the first half, so that's where it came from. That's as bad as it can get right there. That is just the weakest technical call I've ever seen in my life. Like, it wasn't even close to the ball. Like, that's as bad as it can get there by the officials calling that a technical foul. Like, both guys, like, got tangled up with each other. It looked like on the quick video shot that they saw that somebody posted on Twitter. And they called it on Nembhard on a technical. He got tangled up away from the basketball with DiVincenzo. What's good, Joe Marie in the stream? Welcome in. Thanks for joining in here from the Philippines. Jeff, welcome back to the channel, man. Yeah, Jalen Brunson, excellent bounce back start right now for him. He's got a 5-zip run right now. The Pacers were taking a lot of timeouts in the last game. They were down to just one timeout with over 18 minutes left to go in regulation. Tonight, they have burned one in the first 38 seconds of this third quarter. 3:30 on Sunday, there will be a Game 7. The question is, which Game 7? If the Pacers win, it will be this series. If they lose tonight and the Knicks come on back and win this game, there will be just one Game 7. That would take place at 3:30 p.m. between the Nuggets and the T-Wolves. All right, so we're going to come back to action right now. Hartenstein's been limited tonight in the glass. Just 4 rebounds on 4 points scored for Hartenstein tonight. He had 17 boards, 12 of those offensive rebounds in the last game. Back to action. Top of the key here for the Pacers. Nembhard, dribble drive inside the key. He's triple teamed. Got it stripped, got it back. Out to the top, Halliburton. Halliburton swings it outside to the left wing. A 3 by Nembhard. He swishes it. 64-56. They haven't been able to make many threes tonight. That's only their third made 3 tonight, but Nembhard sizzles the triple. He's up to 9 points currently. Brunson at the right wing, working on Neesmith. Dribbles up, backs his way inside to keep Brunson. His pass missed off the mark, resulting in a turnover. A tough possession right there for New York. That's now their 6th turnover to game. Chris in the stream, welcome in. Turnaround jumper, baseline, tough shot, no good. Missed off the mark by Halliburton. Deflected to the backcourt where Turner collects it to Siakam. Outside, finds Halliburton, a wide open 3. Tees it up, he splashes it. Tyrese Halliburton, money from downtown. It's an 11-point lead now for the Pacers. 67-56 in the timeout taken on the floor by the Knicks. The half of ultimate runs. New York starting off with a run, and here comes Indiana on their run, responding right back. Pacers building back their double-digit lead. Tyrese Halliburton, double digits, 11 points now, 7 assists. Just made his 3rd 3 of the night, and they are feeling it right now from the floors. Finally starting to drop down some shots recently. They only had two made threes at one point in this game in the first, 18 minutes. Now they've got 6 made threes. They're 6 for 15 from the perimeter after, a 2 for 9 start from 3. Pacers looking good. 55% from the floor as a team, limiting the Knicks to just under 45% currently right now. And Jalen Brunson had a really good start to the third quarter too, though, but that was a tough turnover that he just had. So Brunson's up to 8. The 3-zip run to begin the third quarter by Brunson. Yeah, the Pacers tonight just look like a completely different team from the last game for them. Like, they're playing with energy, intensity, physical prowess. They're leading the rebounds. They're +5 in the glass tonight, 27-22. So for them to be up on the glass, that's huge. The 2 victories that they've had, they're +10 in the glass. 3 losses in the series, they're a major negative on the glass for them. They are a -42 in the 3 losses, but in the 2 wins, they're +10 in rebounds. So we've had 2 quick timeouts within like a short span right here. So this third quarter hasn't really gone anywhere. We still got a lot of game left to go, considering. If you're new on the stream, feel free to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell if you'd like to be notified here for future live streams on the channel. I'll be off tomorrow, so no stream tomorrow. I'll be away all day tomorrow. Hoping to be back on Sunday for Game 7s, as there'll be at least 1. If the Pacers can survive, there'll be 2 for Game 7s. Might even be a 3rd. If so, it would be on Monday between Dallas and OKC if OKC is able to force up a Game 7 there. Yep, that's why you got to take it a game at a time. Jalen Brunson, with Aaron Nesmith as a primary defender, only shooting 37% this series for Jalen Brunson. The size and the length. Nesmith really doing damage there to locking down Jalen Brunson. Brunson switched here, guarded by Turner for a moment. Now Nesmith gets out in front of him. Brunson, jumper, rattles it in over Nesmith for 2. 67-58 now. Jalen Brunson up to now 7. Pacers with possession. Turner at the top of the key. He's got 2 explosive dunks in this game. Sends it off to Siakam. Into the hands to Halliburton. Halliburton looks to turn the corner. He's guarded by McBride. Floats it out top of the free throw circle. Siakam drives, attacks outside to the wing. Up fake. Turner attacks downhill to the rim. Up and in off the backboard. Good for 2 more by Miles Turner. An 11-point lead once again for the Pacers. 9.5 left to go in the third. New York with a possession. Josh Hart. Edge of the midcourt logo. They're going to use some clock, but game score is not in the favor of them. Trailing by 11. Brunson dribbles up, drives inside the key, swings it out to the wing. A wide open 3 by Hart. Couldn't convert on it, though. Late in the closeout was Siakam. Either way, Nesmith collected the defensive rebound. Pacers with possession. Halliburton flings it out to the corner. Back to Halliburton. Outside, Nesmith wide open on a 3. Off the back iron, no good. Soars up with a 2-handed putback jam. Miles Turner throwing it down with a putback flush. Largest lead in the game for the Pacers, 71-58. We know who wants it much more than anybody else on the floor tonight. It is Miles Turner. 15 points with his 3rd slam dunk of the night. Brunson at the Gamebridge Fieldhouse logo. Brunson double team. Bounce pass Hart. Hart accelerates inside the key. Hart no good off the glass. Pinwheels around the defense. Halliburton collects the defensive rebound. Looking like there's going to be 2 Game 7 streams on Sunday. Halliburton on top off the Turner. Handoff Halliburton. Halliburton dribbles up to the Gamebridge Fieldhouse logo. The pick gets set by Turner. Halliburton at the right wing, step back 3 in the air, rainbow, no good, and that went to the top of the backboard. It will not count on the 3. Eventually fell down into the buckets. 8:16 left to go, but any shot that goes to the top of the backboard hits the shot clock. That is immediately called out of bounds, and that's what happened there. Hey, I'll see you back in on Sunday, Alex. Thanks for joining in, man. Brunson, backdoor cutter, scored for 2. Did not look that simple. That ball had to bounce off the glass and a couple times went off the rim for Brunson on a shot right underneath the rim. Siakam working on Hardenstein. Floats it out to the top to Nesmith. Handoff to Halliburton. Halliburton dribbles up to the left elbow. Up fake guarded by McBride. Sends it off to Siakam. Jab step. Siakam, 18-footer. Siakam, he buries it. 73-60. Pascal Siakam low-key has been terrific tonight. He is up to 17, the top scorer for the Pacers. Handoff from Hardenstein to Brunson. Brunson is guarded by Nesmith. Brunson drives one step past Nesmith. Leaner. Brunson connects on it. 11-point game, 7.5 left to go in the third. Indiana with a possession. Halliburton sends it on top over to Siakam. Back into the hands to Halliburton. Halliburton at the left wing perimeter. He is guarded by Hardenstein. One-on-one on the outside. Halliburton towards his right. Dribbles up, drives, spin move out to the wing. Turner, 3 in the shot clock. Turner, step back jumper, 16-footer. Came off the rim short. Hart collects the defensive rebounds. Josh Hart gallops up the open floor, out to McBride, corner 3, bricked it off the back rim. The 3 is missing lately here for the Knicks. Nembhard off the long rebound, entry pass down low, Siakam snags it, Siakam at the rim, goes up, gets contacted, gets fouled. And 2 free throws here by Pascal Siakam for Indiana. They've just played downhill this entire game for the Pacers, really setting the tone tonight. Forcing this game at 7. By the looks of it, Pascal Siakam leading the way, 17 points. On the other side, Miles McBride's the top scorer for the Knicks with 17. Jalen Brunson really struggling, just 14 points on 6 for 7 shooting, yet to make a 3-point shot tonight. First shot here at the line, it's good, right down the middle by Siakam. 18 points right now. He is the top scorer in this game for Siakam. Josh Hart been a disappointment too tonight. Just 5 points in 25 minutes for Josh Hart. Second free throw by Siakam right down the middle. 75-62. As we approach 6.5 minutes left to go in the third. Miles McBride, now the ball handler. He is on the floor with Brunson, Hardenstein, Achua, and DiVincenzo. Brunson has it. Brunson, 8 on the shot clock, guarded by Nesmith. Brunson drives inside the key, kick out to the corner. McBride elevates for the 3. He nails it. Miles McBride with a big jumper. They will roll the 2, actually. One of his feet was on the 3-point line, so he will not be credited for the 3 ball. 19 by McBride on 8 for 11 shooting. He has been terrific lately. The pick gets set by Siakam. Siakam rolls down, receives the pocket pass from Nembhard. Lost the dough around the perimeter. Nembhard picks it up. Nembhard accelerates. Downhill inside the key. Nembhard got the ball stripped, deflected off to Siakam once again. Siakam with a jumper late in the shot clock, and he rips it through the cylinder for 2. 77-64. Pascal Siakam up to 21 points, the game leader. Brunson inside the key. Brunson outside finds an open 3 with McBride. No good, missed it. Around the rim and out. Rebound secured by Turner. Here goes Halliburton. Drive, kick, broke it up out of bounds. Last touch by the Knicks. Yep, it's been Jalen Brunson tonight. Very sad game by Brunson. Yeah, Josh Hart. All but air. Rough game by the 2 that has been the top 2 players in their home floor in this playoffs. Turnaround, 14-footer. Tyrese Halliburton. He sticks it. 79-64 Indiana. They are looking hungry to force a Game 7, their largest lead of the night. 5 minutes left to go in the third as we're about to approach the mark. Brunson, far side of the floor, sends it off to Hardenstein. Hardenstein, another player been held in check tonight. It's been those three, Brunson, Hardenstein, having tough games as Turner was turned the wrong way. So we have a foul committed as Turner was not facing in the proper defensive stance. And Tyrese Halliburton knew that he needed to be aggressive tonight, starting to turn up that aggressiveness level for him. 13 points on 5 for 9 shooting. Inbound, it goes horribly wrong for the Knicks. And it's out of bounds off of McBride at the baseline. Turnover committed by New York. Pacers pushing the tempo all throughout the game. They can start to use some more clock, though, right now. 4:45 left to go in the third. Halliburton, 12 on the shot clock. At the top of the key. Pick set by Siakam. Halliburton dribbles out. Step back 3 in the air. Takes it. And he makes it. Tyrese Halliburton. Bang, bang. Right down the middle. He rips down the 3. They're going to roll it actually a deep 2. One of his feet was on the 3-point line. That's the second time it's happened in this quarter for either team. Has got 15 right now by Halliburton. That looked, from my angle, I thought it was a 3 clearly. Brunson at the top. Drives on Nesmith. Nesmith picks up the reach and foul. Yup, Mushrooms on fire tonight. Classic. Yeah, from that replay from behind, I thought that was a 3. Let's see here in a closer up look for Halliburton. That one's tough to tell because it was tough on a floor camera angle. I would like to see something from a side. Here's the view right here at a different angle. Looks like more like the side. Ooh, we still can't see whether that front foot was on the 3-point line or not, the front right foot for Halliburton. But initially, they rolled it a 2 instead of a 3. 81-64 right now. 15 points up to 7 this quarter. Josh Hart has an ice pack on his belly area as he is on the bench currently for Josh Hart. So it's McBride, DiVincenzo, Hardenstein, Achua, and Brunson. That's the 5 on the floor right now for New York. Brunson, edge of the midcourt logo, dribbles up in the free throw circle. The ball got poked loose. 2 on the shot clock. Has to launch. Brunson, extra pass. Not in time. That'll be a shot clock violation. Jalen Brunson with the shot clock winding down didn't realize that the shot clock was at 1.5 seconds when he made the extra pass to Hardenstein for a floater, and it was way too late by the time it got into Hardenstein's hands. Indiana, 17 up right now. McConnell circling around. Jumper mid-range. No good off the bottom right part of the glass. That's his go-to for his forte for TJ, but wasn't able to connect. Brunson with a 3 over TJ. Bricked off the back rim, tipped around, and a defensive rebound controlled by Halliburton. Out of the pack. Pacers still looking to see if they can push here. Toppin into the hands to Halliburton. Halliburton at the left corner guarded by DiVincenzo 1-on-1. Trying to give up baseline. Halliburton bounce pass inside off the hands and Hard. That's a turnover up ahead. DiVincenzo flings it behind his back. Achua gets swung down by McConnell. And that'll be a foul. This will be 2 coming up at the line. So we're down to 3:19 left to go in the third. Two shots here at the free throw line by Achua. First one's good. We'll get a timeout here on the floor. 3:19 left to go in the third right now as we will take the timeout. That's going to be a Pacers timeout. Jason, what's good? Welcome to the stream. Resty liking the Pacers as well. So I got 81-66 as a score. There's been a couple of Score changes another 2 that was docked up to a 3. That time for New York, though. So Achua made 1 out of 2. He'll have a second one coming up at the free throw line after the timeout. Alright, so he'll have one more coming up here for Precious Achua as we come back from the timeout. 3:19 left to go in the third. Second one was missed. Pacers with the ball now. Hand off to Ben Shepherd, top of the key. McConnell into the hands to Siakam. Siakam, jumper at the right elbow, bricked off the back rim. Nembhard tried to tap it in, couldn't do so as Alec Burks collects the defensive rebound. Brunson up the floor, attacks downhill on top, and no good. Missed off the glass. Putback chance, missed off the mark by Hart. The rebound ripped away by Siakam for the defensive board. I would go with Baylor next season. Baylor looks absolutely stacked with the pickups they've got this offseason. TJ McConnell takes it coast to coast with a layup and one covered up at the free throw line by McConnell. Still attacking, getting downhill, getting to the rim. And the defense has been key tonight for Indiana. Forcing the Knicks to shoot just 43% from the floor in this game, contesting 2 missed shots at the rim in the previous possession. McConnell with a free throw buries it. 84-66. What's good? Mandel on the stream. Welcome back in here, bud. Luis in the channel. Welcome aboard. And Jalen Brunson being locked down tonight. Just 14 points, 13 missed shots on 6 for 19 from the floor. And TJ time as they get a TJ sign up in the crowd. He's got 9 points off the bench. 18 total bench points combined between McConnell's 9, 7 by Top, and 2 by Jackson. And just 8 total bench points between Achua and Burks. Achua has 5. Burks has 3. Inbound goes to New York, down by 18. Pacers are 50% shooting this quarter, 9 for 18. New York's only 6 for 13. That's still better than 50%, but a +5 shot differential in favor of Indiana in this quarter. They've been much, much better on the glass compared to the last game where they got flat out crushed. Rebound total right now, Indiana +10, 36-26. They're a +10 on the glass in the 2 victories combined that they've had in this series so far. And when they've struggled on the glass, that's been 3 losses, resulting in a big minus, a -42 on the glass for them when they've struggled. DiVincenzo, 2 free throws. First one's good, second one is good. Got a 16-point game right now with under 2.5 left to go in the third. TJ McConnell crosses the midcourt logo. He's on the floor with Toppin, Ben Shepherd, Pascal Siakam, who's been excellent tonight, and Andrew Nembhard. Nembhard dribbles up, drives downhill to the rim. Alec Burks picks up the reach and foul. Pascal Siakam tonight's the top scorer right now. 21 points for Siakam, 15 each between Halliburton and Turner. Turner has been just so explosive tonight, sending a message directly back to the Knicks, and the Knicks have struggled to compete with the physicality tonight of Miles Turner. Jumper, McConnell, make it 11, double digits off the bench for TJ. Able to get into the mid-range action for TJ McConnell, 86-68, 11 points in 10 minutes tonight for TJ. 2 minutes left to go in the third right now. Brunson, guarded by McConnell, 1-on-1, switched here, guarded by Toppin, back to McConnell. Brunson dribbles up, floats the pass down low, off to Achua, who scores, up and off the backboard. It's 86-70 right now, down to 1:45 left to go in the third. McConnell into the hands of Ben Shepherd. An absolute clinic so far this game by Indiana. In the first 35 minutes, approximately. A lob off the cross-court pass. Top, an extra pass. Ben Shepherd with a three, bricked off the rim, deflected out of bounds to the corner. Last touched off of Indiana. That ball is moving tonight for the Pacers. 25 assists on 36 made field goals. For the Knicks, 16 assists on just 27 made field goals. And tonight, a lot of turnover issues as well for the Knicks, as they have turned it over 8 times. The Pacers done a great job tonight taking care of the ball with just 5 total turnovers. At the left wing perimeter, it's Brunson. Brunson, shake and bake, drives downhill with a runner over. Siakam scores for 2. 86-72. Final minute left to go in the third quarter here. McConnell at the right corner. McConnell swings it down low off to the backdoor cutter, Ben Shepherd, and that will be rolled to goaltend. Knicks looking for the challenge with 52.3 seconds remaining. We'll see if they do challenge this call as the referees roll the goaltends. Precious Achiuwa stuffs Ben Shepherd on a backdoor layup at the rim. That's close. I don't think that hit glass, actually. Knicks will challenge it. I believe it hit glass later, but after it was blocked. That looked like a pretty clean block from behind, in my opinion. 52.3 seconds left to go as we're going to close. We're going to go into the timeout here. So we head to the timeout. 16-point game. Yes, I am very well worried about Kyle Neptune on the hot seat for Villanova. Hey, what's good? Deft Coyote in the stream. Welcome back in here, bud. I'd probably go Indiana, most likely, for them. They are the deeper team, though, for the Pacers. The Knicks, I think, could pose a problem physically to the Celtics because New York relies heavily upon rebounding for them, and also the Celtics rely heavily upon offensive rebounds and second chance points. And I am a little bit concerned about the physicality going into the series if it is against the Knicks, because New York is super physical. Indiana's got a really deep team, though. 88-72, 52 seconds left to go in the third. So that was a correct challenge. The challenge was reversed on the floor. So New York wins the challenge, as it was a clear block from behind by the Knicks. Top of the key, Pacers won the jump ball, though. Siakam into the hands to Nesmith. Back over to Siakam. Right wing with 8 on the shot clock. 35 seconds left to go. Approaching the mark. Out to Toppin. Toppin takes a 3. Came up on an air ball. TJ McConnell, though, able to clean it up as he goes eyes behind the back and flings it up in the air off the backboard and somehow, some way puts it into the bucket for 2. 90-72. Right now, 15 seconds left to go in the third. A 3 taken by Brunson delivers. Believe that should have been 90 right there. They got 88 currently in the scoreboard at the moment. Brunson up to 14 this quarter. Nesmith steps into an open 3. Before that, though, we have a blocking foul committed, charge 2 in New York in the paint. So 6.4 seconds left to go. Was it 86? That's why. So I might be 2 off. Okay, 88-75. 6 seconds left to go. Neesmith inbound. Halliburton. Halliburton drives off the spin out to the top. Toppin, 1 second, has to launch. Toppin does no good, missed off the back rim. So it's 88-75. What we got for the score is 86 prior to that on the scoreboard. Still 0.9 to inbounds for New York. McConnell will check back in for the final 9/10 of a second left to go in the third. Nuggets versus T-Wolves. If the Pacers are able to win this game, that should be at 8 o'clock Eastern. I think it's at 8 a.m. in the Philippines on Monday morning for Nuggets T-Wolves. Missed 3 at the buzzer by New York, and we close out at the end of the quarter. What's good? Gentleman McBride, welcome back in the stream here, bud. I think the Nuggets T-Wolves series has been the best one that I've seen so far in the playoffs. Probably worst, like, from a competition standpoint, probably the Celtics against the Heat. Because that was not close. You got 12 more minutes left to go. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe here, ring the notification bell if you guys would like to be notified for future live streams on the channel. Actually, I even forgot about the T-Wolves against Suns in the first rounds. Yeah, you forget about a series matchup in Phoenix was horrific in that series. I legit forgot that that series even happened. The T-Wolves went they played like a full week of basketball for that series and went 4-0 and swept them. Yeah, Denver was just bricking everything last night. That was a horrendous game by Jamal Murray. I have to say, Minnesota able to back it up for them. They knew automatically that they were going to force the Game 7, and they know that they're coming back down 2-3 to win the series. We'll see if they can back it up once again on Sunday. They did it for sure in the last game. Yeah, Sixers-Knicks, that was a really good series, too. A lot of close finishes throughout that series. I forgot about OKC against the Pelicans, too. Yeah, those are the two series that I completely forgot about because those actually resulted in sweeps. OKC beating the Pelicans, that was... A lot of those games got put on like NBA TV. Like they weren't even on either ESPN or TNT. They got pushed off to like a smaller national network for NBA TV. Been good balance tonight by the Pacers. 4 guys already in double figures right now to close out the third quarter. 21 by Pascal Siakam. He leads the way tonight in the scoring column. 15 by Halliburton. 15 by Turner. Turner with some couple explosive slam dunks in this game. And then off the bench, 13 points by TJ McConnell. We start off the fourth quarter. Jalen Brunson had 14 points in the third quarter. Rest of the team at just 10. McConnell drives, attacks downhill, right to the rim. He scores up and in off the backboard. 90-75 for Indiana now. TJ McConnell up off the bench. He's got 15 now. They played downhill this entire game, and they are torching the Knicks. Points in the paint, 50-30 in favor of Indiana tonight. They lead the rebound margin plus 12, 38-26. They lead the shot margin plus 7. 70 attempted shots for Indiana, 63 attempted shots by the Knicks. DiVincenzo, his three missed off the rim short. Rebound controlled by Isaiah Jackson. Pacers by 15, 11 minutes away, just above from forcing a Game 7. Isaiah Jackson quadruple teamed inside the key. No problem though as he scores. It is good for 2 off the back rim. 17-point lead. 26-10 points off the bench in favor of the Pacers tonight. Alec Burks driving downhill on Shepherd. Shepherd commits the reach and foul. Isaiah Jackson just bullied Achua, Brunson, Hart, and DiVincenzo as he was crammed between 4 guys and scored between each and every single one of them. Pacers by 17 at the rim, backdoor. It's Achua with a layup. 10.5 left to go in the fourth. Siakam, he's got 21, dribbles towards his left. Siakam at the top, he's guarded by Achua. Siakam drives, flings it on top, touch pass from Nesmith over to the elbow. McConnell came off the rim short with a jumper. Offensive rebound control though for a new 14 on the shot clock by Indiana. Indiana, just everything on the line tonight for sure in this game. Siakam, jumper, swash. Coming out, and they're playing on fire tonight for their home crowd. 94-77, Siakam's the game leader with 23 on 10 for 18 shooting. Under 10 minutes left now. Brunson gets a step past Nesmith. Brunson blocked but fouled by Nesmith from the side. So this is going to be 2 free throws coming up on the line for Brunson. They've just controlled this entire game. And there were times even in the first quarter that the Pacers were trailing, but still they were playing their style out there on the floor. Even though they were trailing by 5 at one point in the first quarter, they always hung in. Big game defensively by them today, allowing the Knicks to score 21 points in the second quarter, 24 points in the third quarter. And Brunson's first free throw is good. Josh Hart back to the bench. He had a ice pack on his belly area throughout most of this game. Got injured in the first quarter, took a shot towards the belly area, trying to box out for a rebound, and whenever he's substituted out of the game, he's applied that ice pack to his belly area for him whenever he's come out. Brunson with a second free throw. It is up and it is good, able to get the bounce. So we're down to 15 points here, 9:50 left to go in the fourth. The Pacers just right from the start, just controlling the tempo, playing their style, playing their game tonight. Siakam outside finds McConnell. McConnell, 10 in the shot clock, flings it out to the wing. Jackson into the hands to Siakam, uses the middle of the floor once again, and he buries the jumper. 15-footer all over again by Pascal Siakam, up to 25. Alec Burks is on the floor with Hartenstein, Brunson, DiVincenzo, and Achua. Brunson, or that is Hartenstein actually, as he was looking for Brunson. Bad pass results in a turnover. Kick, quarter, open 3. No good off the back rim, missed by Nembhard. Off the kick by Siakam, a loose ball foul charged to DiVincenzo on the floor. Wensky and the stream welcome in. The Knicks tonight just simply out-hustled. Pacers playing a perfect game today. Everybody been able to provide balance. 54% shooting, limiting the Knicks to 45% from the floor. And also, they are plus 13 in the glass, 39-26. Missed shot by Siakam. Late call, though, by the officials. They rolled a foul. So Siakam here, frustrated about the call. Was this on the shot, according to the officials? He thought it was clearly on the shot that he attempted over Achua again at the free throw circle. They will not give him the 2 free throws. So they said that it was on the loose ball that the foul occurred. Shepherd had it poked away from his hands. He turns it over. Stolen in the corner by DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo up the open floor. Hartenstein back into the hands to DiVincenzo. Laces up a 3, no good. Offensive rebound, Achua. They're going to wave it off. as he got fouled on the loose ball charge to Nembhard. And this is not good news for Knicks fans. Josh Hart's early exit underneath the tunnel right now. So Josh Hart will head towards the locker room, and he's been applying an ice pack to his belly area throughout the course of this game. He got injured trying to box out on a free throw during the first quarter. And Josh Hart, an early exit underneath the tunnel to the locker room. My clock's quite a bit fast right now, actually. Alec Burks at the right corner, guarded by Turner, trying to keep it in bounds. Turner commits the reach and foul, though. If you're new to the stream, feel free to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe here, and ring the notification bell as well if you'd like to be notified for future live streams. Pacers plus 13 on the glass in this game. Huge rejection by Miles Turner as he stuffs Hartenstein at the rim. Back it goes to the Pacers. McConnell flings it out to the corner. Open three. Nembhard drills it. 20-point lead. Largest one in the night for the Pacers. The whole crowd goes wild. The Knicks burn a timeout. They're down to 2 timeouts remaining. 99-79 with 8:22 left to go in the fourth quarter. Looking like we're going to go to a Game 7 indeed. Miles Turner stealing the show tonight. Massive rejection denying Hartenstein at the rim. And then the drive and kick to the corner. McConnell over to the open Nembhard, who buried a triple. Flea Bob on the stream, welcome in. Yeah, tough one for the Knicks tonight. Really, really tough game for New York. The Pacers, by the way, they're undefeated at home in this entire playoffs. I believe so. If I'm not mistaken, I believe they're the only team left in this playoffs that's still undefeated at home. Yeah, the Knicks are 5-1 at home. They lost one against Philadelphia on their home floor. Oof. Warren, welcome in here, bud. I actually haven't checked that score. Let's see. Oof. They're done. Yep, Bruins are done, losing 2-1. Yikes. Yep, biggest chokers. They were up 1-0 as well. Hey, what's good? Alan on the channel. Welcome in for the Philippines here, bud. So it looks like we're going to have 2 Game 7s on Sunday. This is the largest lead right now as well. They got 5 players in double figures for the Pacers. 25 by Siakam. 15 each between Turner, Halliburton, and off the bench when McConnell. He's got 15. 12 by Nembhard. TJ McConnell was excellent in this game for him. And Jalen Brunson, he's got 21, but that's on inefficient volume tonight for him. 8 for 22 shooting. He's been locked up in this game. 1 for 6 from 3. McBride's got 20. DiVincenzo with 17. Both of those guys combined for the first 21 out of 25 points for the Knicks on the scoreboard tonight. Both of them had early impacts in the first quarter, and that's why I questioned that it would not be sustainable that the best 2 players tonight on the floor for scoring would be McBride and DiVincenzo, and of course that tapered off, and you can't sustain that for the full 48. And they could not get Jalen Brunson efficient tonight, and Josh Hart really struggled. And also Hartenstein. Hartenstein's been limited to 5 rebounds in the glass. That's big-time props right there for the Pacers, bouncing back in a big way. They're plus 15 in the glass. They were destroyed in the glass in their last game. It was 52-29 in rebounds in the previous game. Tonight, they're plus 15 on rebounds. So here we go, back to action, 8:20 left to go in the fourth quarter. Pacers by 20, largest lead of the game. Top of the key, Alec Burks. He's on the floor. Precious Achiuwa, Dante DiVincenzo, Isaiah Hartenstein, Miles McBride. Brunson currently on the bench. Up fake of the wing, DiVincenzo dribbles up. DiVincenzo no good, missed the layup. That's excellent defense by the Pacers. Step for step with a contest by Nembhard. Turner, kick, corner, open three. Ben Shepherd, bang, bang, he makes it. 102-79 for Indiana. Part of an 8-zip run by the Pacers in the last 2+ minutes. The drive and kick really working out well for the Pacers recently. DiVincenzo attacks inside the paint. DiVincenzo at the rim, no good. Achiuwa, putback opportunity. DiVincenzo went down. They're going to roll. The bucket was good by Achiuwa and one. Andre, welcome back in here, man. Yeah, wow, DiVincenzo took a shot at the end of this play over Toppin. DiVincenzo fell down hard, and Toppin fell down right over DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo is going to check out now. 17 points for him. The free throw by Achiuwa is good. Able to sail off the back rim, bounce in. 7.5 left to go. Pacers by 20 once again. Toppin flings it out to the top to Turner, into the hands to Halliburton. Halliburton with 15, looking for 18 and an open three. Pinballed out. No good with a rebound control by New York. Jalen Brunson back on the floor here for the Knicks. Brunson guarded at the left elbow. Backs his way on Nembhard. Brunson inside the key. Brunson puts up the shot. Gutted the drop. Good for two. And we'll see if MSG, if he can go off like he's done at home. Holy smokes, with a left-handed flush. Obi Toppin with authority. Box office for him, for the former Knick. Playing for Indiana now. Soars up and jams it. 15 minutes, exploding for 9 points off the bench. Thanks for joining in, Vegas. Enjoy the rest of your night here, man. Obi Toppin, big time ups. Throwing it down over Hartenstein at the angle. Yeah, after this one's over, I'm going right to bed. I actually have to get up at 5:30 for tomorrow morning. 6:41 left to go here in the fourth. Yes, I think they benefit because they're watching all this film now of these two teams. They're going to have some more extra film to go over on Sunday, watching these two teams play. Especially if it's the Knicks. You just logged heavy minutes with basically a 7-man rotation throughout the series. And if the Knicks prevail, then New York is just one full day of rest to be able to take on the Celtics on Tuesday. Brunson makes both of the free throws. 18-point game. Defense has been outstanding for the Pacers. They've surrendered 121 points or greater in the 3 losses. In the 2 victories, they've held the Knicks to 106 or less. Nembhard on top over to Turner. Turner, kick out to the wing. Nembhard takes the 3. Makes the 3 from downtown as he zings it through by Andrew Nembhard. 107-86. Alex in the street, welcome in, man. Thanks for joining in. Baseline dribble McBride sent it out to the right corner. Alec Burks with a 3, connects on it. Mike, thanks for joining in here, man. Under 6 minutes left to go now. The dominant Indiana Pacers victory. The home team has won every single game of this series. Sidestep to his left. A 3 taken by Halliburton. Comes off the rim short. Knicks with possession. Brunson at the top. Dribbles towards the left wing. Brunson. 12 on the shot clock. Been held in check in this game tonight despite being the top scorer. A lot of dribbling by Brunson. No good as he attempted a wild layup. Missed off the glass poorly. Watch out. Aaron Nesmith receives the pass from Halliburton. Drives right to the hoop. And he scores up and in off the backboard. 20-point lead and an and one coming up at the line here for Nesmith. Just so fluid in transition tonight. The block, Brunson was actually stuffed by Turner off the backboard, and then Halliburton on the transition play takes it up the floor, shovels off to the cutting Neesmith on the trail, and Neesmith got it and one. So one free throw here by Neesmith, up by 20. Missed off the back rim, tipped around, offensive rebound deflected from Turner off to Neesmith, new 14 in the shot clock. Pacers with a possession. Halliburton at the left wing perimeter, guarded by Brunson, one-on-one. Switched here, guarded by McBride. Lobs it on top. Turner elevates for the three. Off the rim, short, no good. A rebound controlled by Brunson. 5 minutes left, trailing by 20. Burks, Eurostep. Burks inside. Burks deflected out of bounds. Last touch by Halliburton. Got 5 minutes left to go. Massive game for Indiana, putting 4 players in double figures tonight. Actually, 5. 5 players in double figures. 4 of those players have 15, and then 25 by Siakam. Brunson at the left wing, takes the three, makes it. It's been a one-man show here in the second half, no help though. Jalen Brunson works his way up to 28. He is now the game leader. Much better in the second half for him. First half really struggled. Pacers with the ball. Nembhard flings it off to Turner. Turner thought about a step back. Extra pass left corner. Baseline dribble. That's too easy. Throwing it down with a reverse hand slam. Obi Toppin off the bench, putting up big point totals tonight as well. 111-92. Welcome into the double-digit club for Toppin. He's got 11 right now. 15 off the bench by McConnell as well. Hardenstein at the wing. Nobody looking to cut to Hardenstein. Finally hands it off to Brunson. Brunson backs his way on Neesmith. Follow away. Tough shot. Baseline. Rattles in. I'd be going off with a call right there if this was a close game and he makes that type of shot with 4 minutes left, but no. Trailing by the margin that they are right now. This game has been over quite a while ago. Pacers with possession. Halliburton drives inside a key. Dish out to the left corner. Up fake. Toppin. Passes off to Turner. Soars up. Throws it down with a two-handed flush. The ball movement tonight's been incredible. Indiana about to force a Game 7 as the Knicks burn a timeout with 3:39 left. 113-95 as we take the timeout. Miles Turner, 17 points, 2 blocks. They've just had it in their system tonight. Playing with force, playing with intensity, and playing with physicality. The explosiveness tonight of Miles Turner really going off in this game. Sending a message directly back to the Knicks that yes, there'll be a Game 7. 60-36 points in the paint for Indiana tonight. Plus 13 in rebounds, 44-31. They shot 55% for the floor. Their defense came together at 45% defending the Knicks in this game. We're going to have 2 Game 7s on Sunday. Before I sign off tonight, feel free to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell before I do sign off tonight here on the channel. Absolute clinic by the Pacers to force a Game 7. The minutes taking a toll for New York. Heavy minutes for the Knicks. High reliance upon a 7-man rotation. The Pacers playing 9-man rotation tonight. 18 bench points by New York. 33 bench points for Indiana. Hey, there we go. Happy birthday to Jeff here on the channel. Yeah, thanks so much for joining in, everybody, tonight. 082899 in the stream. Welcome in. Charlisa, enjoy the rest of your night. Yeah, I believe Larry Bird is still a consultant for Indiana currently. Yeah, points in the paint, huge margin, 60-36, and the Pacers have shot 70% inside the paint today. Just getting downhill, attacking, and getting to the rim. And also, I brought up the bench points. It's 33-18 tonight. Double-digit performances off the bench by Toppin and McConnell as Alec Burks bricks a three. Settled up all the way to the top of the backboard. And right now, the Knicks are shaking in their boots. They look nervous right now for New York entering this Game 7 on their home floor. They look very, very nervous as we have 3:25 left to go, and the Pacers will burn the timeouts. And Jalen Brunson, there was a camera shot with him just sitting on the bench with a towel over his mouth. Just, they're speechless right now. This is what you cannot take if you're the Knicks. For the Pacers to push this series up to 7. And I'd said it right from the start of this series that these minutes, they're just going to rack up. And the Knicks were not looking forward to that being a Game 7. I thought there would be a Game 7 in this series, and yeah, we're going to one. So I'll be back on Sunday, 2 Game 7s, 3:30 p.m. These two teams will meet up against one another via MSG, Madison Square Garden, to see who will take on the Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals. And now, I mean, the Nuggets against T-Wolves will be at 8 p.m., if I'm not mistaken. That's 8 p.m. Eastern time on Sunday. $113.95 under 3.5 left to go as we get back to action here. Pacers with possession. Isaiah Jackson. They got their bench for the most part in this game currently and try to attack to go to the rim downhill. Couldn't make the layup. Chua getting some playing time. Blocked from behind. Burks comes up with the basketball in the corner. Alec Burks bounce pass to Jericho Sims. Receives the handoff from Burks. Burks at the rim. Got it and won at the free throw line. The home games won every single game of this series. Indiana, the lone team on their home floor that's undefeated in the home games in the playoffs. They'll improve to 6-0 at home. 3-0 in this series in particular. Alec Burks, 1 free throw. Free throw's up. Free throw is good. Pacers with possession. Top of the key, Isaiah Jackson. Passing off to the cutter backdoor. Bobbled it out of bounds. So that was Jalen Smith, former Phoenix Sun. It's a lottery pick, I believe, back in 2019 for Jalen Smith. He went super early in the draft of Phoenix that year. Kind of shocking he went that early. Missed shot, no good. Off the mark, missed by number 13, Shake Milton, the former Philadelphia 76er. It was contested by the second-year player out of Baylor with Kendall Brown, and That'll be a layup scored by the Pacers. 115-98. Roger, welcome in, man. Yep, there'll be a Game 7 as Burks gets blocked by Kendall Brown. Pacers collect the basketball. Down to the final 2 minutes left. Indiana with the ball. Ben Shepherd, rookie out of Belmont. Rotation player this season. Handoff outside from Shepherd to... Back to Shepherd from Smith. And Shepherd drives to the paint. Shepherd gets fouled. So this will take place at 3:30 p.m. on ABC. Pacers will be at the Knicks. If you're from the Philippines, that is 3:30 in the morning in the Philippines. And I know that because of the 12-hour difference between my time and Philippines time. Shepherd splits the free throws at the line. Been a roller coaster of a series. 3 blowout games in the previous 3 games in the series, each for the home team winning. Wide open 3 for New York. Bricked off the rim, no good. Missed by Mamadi Diakite from the Virginia Cavaliers. Won a national championship in 2019. Isaiah Jackson. Handoff to Shepherd. Shepherd. Outside finds McDermott. Doug McDermott attacks inside the paint. His shot came up blocked by number 21, Isaiah Wong, the rookie from the U, Miami of Florida. Alec Burks, down to the final minutes. Left to go remaining in this game. Pacers, just right from the opening tip, sent a message to the Knicks. They control this game. Miles Turner, big energy builder tonight, getting this team going. And, kept building on this lead all throughout the course of the game. Each and every single quarter, the defense was excellent. Limiting the Knicks to just 98 points in the final minute 15. First one's good by Burks. The perfect game tonight for the Pacers. Pascal Siakam, 25 points. He became one of 6 players who scored in double figures. 17 by Miles Turner. Set the tone for his team today with a couple big-time slam dunks. 15 by Halliburton with 9 assists. 15 by Nembhard. 15 off the bench by McConnell. 11 by Obi Toppin with a couple monster jams he had as well. Jalen Smith, final minute left to go, 116-100. The Pacers had it deflected to the backcourt. They will pick it up, though. Indiana, off the glass, missed the shot with Kendall Brown. Goes back over to New York. Kick to the corner, open 3, swoosh. Good for the Knicks. .13 game, 45 seconds left to go, and the Pacers going to force the Game 7. Whole crowd gets up onto its feet right now for Indiana. The home team in the series, the home team's won every single game. It happens tonight in this one as well. The Pacers about to pick up the victory over New York in game number 6, and will force that Game 7 to take place back in the Madison Square Garden on Sunday afternoon. 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Game 7 on Sunday. Pacers at Knicks. Should be a good one. I plan on being back to that. If you guys would like to come on in on Sunday afternoon, feel free to do so. Before I do sign off, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell, as well as re-wrap up here with Game 6. It's a victory by the Indiana Pacers. 116-103 the final score. Indiana wins with ease, controlling this entire game. And they'll be on the road taking on New York at MSG on Sunday for the single game elimination matchup, and the winner will take on the Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals starting out on Tuesday next week. Thanks all for joining in, being a part of the stream for this one tonight here as the Pacers pick up the win, 116-103 the final score. We will close out to the channel members. All channel members get a shout out here at the end of each and every single one of my live streams. We got Jason, Warren, Rajeep, I Am Ghost, David, Asia, Russell, John, Mark, Kelly, Jeffrey, Vegas, Barco, Oink Oink, Michael, Katie, Bradley, Daniel, Derek, Sister Surround, Mario, Guido, Tristan, SG Sports Talk, Ice Ice Baby, Robin, Melinda, Jack City, and Shalimar. Thanks all for joining in, being a part of the stream for this one tonight. Pacers win 116-103 over the Knicks and Indiana Forza Game 7. I plan on being back on Sunday, covering both of the Game 7s. Thanks for joining in, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your weekend.